Well, at least it was a little bit more pleasant, I have to say. Getting there wasn't, a thing of beauty, but you got there nonetheless. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, and, of course, on our YouTube page where you can watch the show live. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartholomew Edward Scott. Good morning. How was your Thanksgiving weekend?
It was good. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. And then to get a Jets win, let's see if the Giants can follow. And, it leaves you have a little optimism, you know what I mean, about, hey, man, maybe, just maybe, we shall see.
How do you grade exactly what went down yesterday? I'm not talking about an actual grade, but just the fact that that game was what it was. Down the stretch, they're still making some mistakes that drive you up the wall, but they actually have something go their way for once. Are you incredibly encouraged by yesterday? Are you just encouraged by yesterday? Where do you put your enthusiasm off of yesterday? There's a very good reason I'm asking this question.
Well, I think you want to talk about when they put themselves in the hole to try and win it the first time. Punted the football. Atlanta threw the ball, stopped the clock, and then they got the ball back with opportunity to win. One thing you have to say is that the Jets have an elite unit when it comes to special teams.
Accurate.
You got two good returners that they tried to keep the ball out of their hands. Williams almost took one to the house. I understand Folk missed one, but I think that was the first one he's missed all year. Only to come back and to hit the same distance that he missed it to win the game. And, you can start there. They got great coverage units. And now you see with comparable quarterback play, you don't have to be great. I mean, Bo Nix is never great. They're damn near undefeated. It's important for them also to learn how to win tight games, close games, by making the plays when they are needed to be made. The week before, Mechie was dropping a bunch of balls. And he dropped a bunch of balls. Well, not the week before.
He dropped 1 to 5 yesterday.
Yeah, he dropped a bunch of balls. But then that lets you know that, hey, he's not the only one. It's weird because we were all excited. Oh, Mechie, he could be the guy. But I always thought that A.D. Mitchell was like a difference maker, but he just didn't get the opportunities.
Well, certainly he didn't help himself a lot in Indianapolis, but that was encouraging yesterday. That was what they thought he was going to be. I mean, he was projected as a first-round pick at one point.
Right. And, I mean, you talk about Indianapolis getting stuck behind the 8 ball, right? Getting stuck behind players that, one, monetarily are making more money than you, and they're performing well, and they were brought in, and you were brought in he's brought in maybe to take away Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, I think, Indy's going to regret that because I don't think they can pay Alec Pierce. And then now they're going to miss that same 80 Ida Mitchell body type that they want. 6'2", big. And when you see him in a post game, it reminds you, you're like, oh, this guy, I forgot, is not a little receiver. He's 6'3", 6'4". And, you need that type of receiver. We thought that receiver that we had was going to be Allen Lazard or even Smith. But the way that he played yesterday and the way that, he was open before against Justin Fields, just imagine if, Justin Fields hits him going forward, on the wheel route that he had where he threw it to back shoulder when he was wide open. Mm-hmm. That size speed is something that's dangerous because you know what that gives the Jets? Easy scores.
All right.
A 52-yard touchdown, easy scores.
This is why I asked the question. I come out of yesterday feeling nice that they won the game, and I've talked about the importance of the Jets needing to win games down the stretch to really start to prove that Aaron Glenn is taking it the right direction. I don't care about draft picks right now. I have heard enough based off of the trades. The Jets are positioned fine, no matter where they end up in the draft. If they want to trade up to go get the guy this year, I'll worry about that then, okay? Or I'll worry about it in 2 years when they got 3 first-round picks. I don't worry about any of that right now. I don't care about losing games. I want them to win games. Having said that, I come out of yesterday feeling like that was just a game between two not-so-great teams, and somebody had to win it in the end. And maybe I make too big of a deal about this, but when late in the game, I still see mistakes that will drive you up the wall, no matter who made them, the false starts, things like that, and they are able to come out of it with a 56-yard field goal that was a line drive that snuck in. Everybody feels great. We all know if that ball misses, everybody's blowing up and killing Aaron Glenn today because of a false start that made it an untenable situation for a kicker. You would not expect to make that kick. So here's my point. Yes, it's a win. Take it. Enjoy it. I don't want you to feel bad about it. I don't want you to feel anything. I, myself, nothing changed feeling about where the culture of it all is headed based off of yesterday. That felt like just a game between two bad teams and a coach, by the way, who should be fired today.
Well, bad teams that are trying to move to an average team, right? So you have to get that progression. And now, they've heard Aaron Glenn's message over and over and over again. You can't say this is one of the most penalized teams in the last 6 games.
Not
right?
most penalized, but crucial moments, that was bad.
It was a pivotal mistake. But if you're gonna criticize them for that, you have to give them credit for picking up the hot route and being able to have Mechie catch the ball. How many times have we seen that? They bounce off somebody's chest and like, oh, my bad. He made great catches, right? 8, his first 100-yard receiving game, but also his first NFL touchdown. And you talk about in Indianapolis, he had a runaway touchdown that was a deep threat, and he dropped the ball before the end zone, and it turned into a touchback. So you have to acknowledge what Muji has done in improving his team with acquiring pieces that have contributed in a major way, and pieces that aren't just something that's going to contribute. Sometimes you get a veteran team, 1-year contracts. You have guys that are going to play, but they're going to eventually not be part of the team. Every piece that Mechie has made, as far as even bringing Isaiah Williams in, right? Even and then releasing him and bringing him back, giving him another chance, because they believed in him and they just knew that they had to after letting Gibson go for basically the same thing. He's been a revelation, and I think he's somebody that gives them something, as a receiver as well. You look at Briggs. Oh, how are they going to replace Quentin? Briggs just continues to pop off the screen. He's a guy that's under contract. He's a young guy, right? Even if you talk about A.D. Mitchell. I.N.I. Mitchell. He doesn't like being called A.D. I.N.I. Mitchell, right? When you see what he was able to do, like, he's a guy that's only in his second year. You got him for 2 more years. You don't even got to address his contract. You get to develop this guy and see what he can be going forward, and all at the expense of the Indianapolis Colts. Then you have Mechie. Same thing. You got him for a couple years. So these people don't cost you no money. You ain't got to give them no extensions or anything like that. And I want to see what it looks like with being able, right now they're playing the X and the Z. Then what happens when you go to 3 wides, or you decide to say, okay, let's bring Garrett and put him in the slot where he's basically unguardable because you can't put your hands on him. But then you put him back at X. So now I want to see the combination of what these 3 receivers could be to see what type of investment we need to make in our receiving core next year as far as drafting one maybe as high as a first-round draft pick, or with the second-round draft pick saying, hey, we got a 1, we got a 2, or we got somebody that we're comfortable with being a 2 for 2 years. Do we really need to go out and spend our first high-end valuable draft pick on a receiver? Or can we say, man, it's a stud pass rusher out there, man. That kid from Miami sitting right there. Mm-hmm. Let's go get him. Or who's that stud defensive tackle? Or who's that stud guard? Right? So now it gives you options because you say, hey, we got pretty good receivers with Garrett Wilson now. He's not just out there by himself. So now you can really utilize to the one thing I like about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, every year somebody falls right in their lap. And you're like, how the hell did they get this guy? Because they're never really drafting from a position of desperation. And I think on the offensive side of the ball, it's really no desperation. That offensive line still look good. You look at, I think Mimbu, why they have Hurl Fannin with odds for offensive rookie of the year, and Mimbu's not even on the chart.
But how often
asinine.
Is an offensive lineman's never going to win?
It's asinine. It's not. I don't care about him winning it.
Yeah.
Why is he even on it? He's not getting any recognition.
Yeah, nobody's ever going to pay attention to him.
He ranks number 1 in every one of those things. I think Joe Thomas was a Pro Bowler his first year.
Yeah, listen, Pro Bowl's different than Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You're always going to see somebody else get that who's more of a skill position guy or a guy that statistically can be quantified.
Right. I mean,
now, look.
Quantified is smacking the hell out of T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Quantified is that, hey, Myles Garrett came over here, and I sent his ass back to the other side because he wasn't eating over here. That can be said as well. The problem is the Jets aren't winning any games, so you got to go give any recognition.
Now, what I will say is thank God for Tyrod Taylor. And I'm not making any grand statement about what he is, but I know what he isn't, and that's Justin Fields. What he is competent. What he is somebody that can run the operation. You know, Bart, it's so funny. So many times, people don't really understand whenever they're screaming for the other guy, usually there's a pretty good reason why they're not playing. You don't even understand how difficult it is for quarterbacks to just run the operation.
Yeah.
And that's what I see from Tyrod Taylor. Yes, he can complete passes. No, nobody would look at his statistics from yesterday and say, oh, my God, what an unbelievable day.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see competence, and I saw it. And it was out there wearing number 2, and it was glorious to see.
Yeah, I thought he died twice. I was like, oh, God.
The way it went down, I can understand why.
I was like, oh, God. They're going to put the other guy in. But he got up, but it was shaky. But you see what it's like for somebody to go straight to the check down, to throw a friendly ball so his guys can run. And when they blitz, I mean, even on Mechie, you know what I mean, just to be able, not Mechie, Mitchell, able to get the ball out. That's all you want to see. How else can I evaluate the other players on the team if you don't have competent quarterback play? So, I mean, so they got that done, and, you know, that's all good. And that's exactly what we want to see. And we want to see when Garrett Wilson comes back. Can this offense – like you're starting to see Tanner get a feel and Tanner being able to open up his entire playbook. You know, you can open up your entire playbook because you got a quarterback that can digest your playbook. So I'm excited about that. And the defense, you know, outside, you know, Bijan Robinson been a very special player. Now, I know it was no Drake London. But listen, I think the Jets can run off a few. I expect them to beat Miami. Not even Miami. Miami's playing very good. You know what I mean? But Miami's coming out of their element. They're coming to the cold weather. Let's see how they handle that.
Exactly. I do expect the Jets to beat Miami because I did see a good chunk of that game yesterday on Red Zone. Oh, my God, they did everything they could to hand the game over to a god-awful team in the Saints.
I expect them to beat the Saints.
Yep.
And I think it was one more in there that I expect them to beat. I expect the Jets to win 3 games and maybe win 5 games this year. Which you want some of these other teams to win games. I think Cleveland plays Tennessee, so you can win games and not really hurt your draft stats.
You've got Miami, a trip to Jacksonville. You've got New Orleans, New England, at Buffalo.
Okay. So, can
you get 2 of those? Can you beat? I think you can. I think you can beat Miami, and I think you can win in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to win in Jacksonville. They've got a chance.
They're playing for something.
But do I trust them? I don't trust them. I don't trust Jacksonville yet. But New England, Buffalo, Buffalo might just be one of those games where they're not playing anybody.
They might not even play.
But that's not even going to tell me that much at that point.
Yeah.
But my general thought here is, at the very least, I got to see competent play at the position. It continues to show just how, not how important quarterback is. We all know that. But just how bad it can be when you have somebody that just cannot even run the operation as the guy. And that is where the evaluation of Fields, boy, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Again, Jets did a nice job to go out and win. But it kind of underlines next year you're going to be holding the bag on 2 guys, specifically, though, with Fields, where it was just a bad decision.
Yeah.
$45 million devoted to 2 guys who are not only not playing, but are just not that good.
They didn't believe their lying eyes. You know what I mean? That's what it was. They thought they can fix him. I think it was a level of appreciation about who they thought he was because they went against him in Chicago. So he's like, oh, man, he had a couple good games against us. And then the reality was, I don't think he can be fixed, at least not right now. not as a starting quarterback. He needs to go away for a couple years and try and work on the things that he needs to work on to come back out the other side. The fact that he keeps getting starting job opportunities is, I think, too much pressure on him. You see Marcus Mariota come in and play decent, take them to overtime last night with the Denver Broncos against that defense, having a chance to win, right? But Marcus Mariota is considered a first-round bust. But he's figuring it out. Carson Wentz considered not a first-round bust because he almost won MVP. But, you look at who came in? Oh, there was Wentz and Mariota, right? They came in together.
No, Wentz and Goff came in together.
Okay.
Mariota was with Winston the year before.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
So, I mean, you look at that and you're saying, okay, well, maybe it's a place for him, but I don't think you even keep Justin Fields on this roster next year.
No, I don't think so either.
He'll be taking because Tyrod, man, is shaky, and maybe Mac Jones, you give him a chance, and Tyrod become his backup, or somebody like that, somebody that's comparable that way. But then Brock Purdy's playing so bad, I don't know if they want Mac Jones to get too far away from the They're like, hold up, 230, what?
Who made that decision?
Like,
So the point is this. Where are you coming out of the game? Are you ultimately much more optimistic after yesterday, or did it just look to you, as it did to me, like one team that had to go win out of two bad teams? So somebody was going to win the game. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Let us start today at 800-919-3776 with the lines open for you with Ira in Staten Island. Good morning, Ira. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Bart. Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgivings. And, I come out of yesterday's game, you have to give them credit, man. They're playing their hearts out. They don't give up. They play hard.
Listen, Ira, you know what? I wasn't fair about that. That is one thing that I should absolutely give Aaron Glenn credit for. They are busting their asses, for sure. There is no doubt.
They are. But I do agree with you that somebody did have to win. I mean, basically the Falcons lost that game because they gave up a big return and some knucklehead decided to make a fair catch on the 5-yard line. That's why the Falcons.
I mean, we didn't even talk about Jamal Agnew there. I mean, Bart, it feels like I see this more and more that guys are just fading back inside the 10 when it's so rare that guys get pinned back inside that far to begin with. Just let the ball go.
Yeah, they're losing track of where they are on the field. The Jets punter has this little weird, funky kick that he kicks.
Yeah.
And he's not the first person to get him. And it was kind of wet outside, and it wasn't wet where it's downpour. It was wet where it's just enough to make it slick. It's like when it's just misting outside and the roads are super slick.
They always talk about that being the most dangerous.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a defensive driving course in a while, but yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Ira.
And you mentioned a punter. That was a big-time punt because I thought they were going to get the ball like at the 50, and he pinned him back to about the 30. But yeah, I keep on hearing Glenn, and you get sick of hearing it. They're building a foundation. What I've seen the last 2 to 3 weeks, forget the foundation. They're starting to put bricks in place to get to the foundation. So I kind of see the direction they want to go to. It's whether or not you trust these guys to get the right quarterback and to develop it.
Ira,
that's going to be the biggest.
Ira, we're digging the hole before we put the foundation in. How about that?
But you have to, Ira. The players that Muji brought in got for 10 cents on the dollar. Like even Mozzie Smith, like he'll have an off season to be able to be developed a little bit and see if he can turn into anything. But if he gives you anything, that's a free piece that allows you to go out and get luxury pieces. So every person that they brought in, you say, okay, man, that was a value pick. So you got to give Muji credit for like Bromley, Mitchell, Mechie, even Phillips, late, Briggs, 22% of the players on the squad wasn't on the squad before the end of training camp.
Yeah, no, I definitely give them credit. It's almost like they had another part of free agency or they had another draft in the middle of the season. So I do give them credit for that. You look at Cousins; he's off the charts now. Okay, for next year.
Mac Jones.
I want to see Taylor. I want to see another veteran, and I want to see them draft somebody. That should be the quarterback room going into next season.
I don't need to see. I tell you, I get less and less impressed with the quarterbacks every week in college. Every week. And I'm going to try to get the statistics this week, but I really want to know, Bart, I want to go back and look and see the hit rate on quarterbacks who have made more than 20 starts in college versus the ones who have made less than 20 starts in college.
Yeah.
And how that turns out.
I mean, I always talk about that. It's what it is the people that, the guys that don't get the starts because, you don't learn on the job in the NFL. Give me somebody that stayed in school a little longer. I don't know if I want that guy that's the phenom and, like you talk about the guy Dylan, but because even if you bring him in, he's not going to get reps. Even if you sit him for a year, he's not going to get reps.
But even exactly, Moore in Oregon, Dante Moore.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Dante Moore.
Yeah. Hasn't played enough, dynamic the way he looks, but from what I've heard, it might even be a done deal already that he's going to go back because Oregon's got all the money in the world to tell him, and he may need that.
Yeah, thank you. Because we'll see you in 2027.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
This is why I don't give a damn about any draft pick right now and losing games for that.
Listen, you got 2 seconds and 2 firsts. Man, I want to get 4 great contributors. I want to have the type of draft that the Cleveland Browns had last year. Their inside linebacker leads all rookies in tackles. Phenomenal. Graham, balling. Shador, whatever, right? He's a starter. Or he's a decent player.
He's just starting.
Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
Ball, I want to draft like that. I want to draft 5 guys that's starting for me.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. My friend has a little message from our friends at Samwell.
Well, the sciatica ain't flared up as much, and the migraines aren't as much because I didn't have to.
You want me to loosen you up a little bit?
Yeah, I didn't bust an aneurysm.
Take your shirt off.
Friends, it's football season. Well, you guys know that. It's been football season for a while. The best time of the year. You should be out here tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday, especially Jackson Dart coming back. But if you're dealing with your neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can be a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified. He's dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what the difference is. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint, migraine, nerve, and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available. And with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com. Call, text, book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
What a weekend of football we had. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. I think we're going to do the frenzy of football in this show. I think we're throwing one out there on a Monday. I'm aware that they did a football frenzy this morning. I think it sucks that they've ripped off our bit, but that's up to them. They have to sleep with, they have to sleep with their own brains and deal with their own guilt. That's Dave and Rick's problem. I think we're going to do a frenzy of football segment later in this hour. But I think more than anything right now, you need to get involved at 800-919-3776 on the Jets win, where you came out of it, how you're feeling about it, what your weekend was like, all of it. I don't know about you. My holiday weekend, just fine. Got out of Thanksgiving, no gunplay, we're good. No problems at all. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Trouble's now in Queens on the Jackie Robinson Parkway westbound, making your way out toward Metropolitan Avenue. It's an accident blocking at least one lane. FDR Drive northbound, very slow up to the 30s with a crash. You're backed up from the Williamsburg Bridge going northbound on the drive. George Washington Bridge, Lincoln and Holland Tunnels, about a 15 to 20 minute delay. And Route 1 northbound in New Jersey, North Brunswick, broken down vehicle. 2 lanes are blocked at Finnegan's Lane. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
All the way over Barzell, score!
New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just one day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's a Victory Monday. Jets actually find a way to win yesterday over the Falcons, and I don't mean to downplay it. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, even though I am downplaying it. Because
Victory
that's exactly
Mondays, baby. Listen, you saw Sauce go down, and you hope that he's okay. But, man.
You're feeling better. about these trades.
5 draft picks.
Hey, you know what? I actually, first of all, two parts of it. I feel very good for Quinnen because he's now getting that opportunity to be a difference maker somewhere. And that's clearly what's happening in Dallas. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're going to go win the Super Bowl. I think the hype over the Cowboys is a little out of hand, but that was a very good win the other day. I think that tells me as much about the Chiefs as it does about the Cowboys, though.
Well, the Rams lost to the Panthers.
Well, the league is nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Now.
So who don't you think, if Dallas gets in, who you don't think they can't beat?
Yeah, no, I understand. Anybody can beat anybody any week right now, but I do. I feel good for Quinnen, but as far as the Jets trades are concerned, I don't know how you can't feel good right now. No offense. You hate to see the guy get hurt, but when it's a calf, that doesn't sound like he's coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
And certainly you wouldn't rush him back anytime soon. There's no need to. If you are a team that just paid 2 first-round picks for him, you might have lost that game, but you don't need to rush it back.
Yeah, because you can lose a lot more. You can lose them to Achilles.
Exactly.
Usually a prelude to the Achilles later. Daniel Jones doesn't look healthy. Looks like the bottom is starting to fall out in Indianapolis. Looks like Houston is the most dangerous team in that division. We'll see when them and Jacksonville plays. But, for Sauce, for them to lose and for them to lose and potentially lose him, it's like you gave away 2 first-round draft picks because you thought this was the year, and you identified Sauce as somebody put you over the top. You lost 3 games or 2 games with Sauce.
Let's hit it. Here's David in Elizabeth up first on ESPN New York, this segment. What's up, brother? How are you?
What up, fellas? Yo, before we get into it, that KJ Duff one-hand grab was bop.
Bart, I don't know if you saw it. The catch by the Rutgers player on Friday night, the Rutgers receiver, a guy named KJ Duff, who's going to be an NFL receiver. Bart, it was the Beckham catch, except that if you remember Beckham, he had his right arm out as the ball was coming down in that direction.
Yeah.
This was on the other sideline, so it was right hand.
I saw
backhanded.
Yeah.
It was like Nakua's catch yesterday,
yeah.
I would say better than Nakua's catch.
I saw it, man. Let's sign him up.
Anyway, go ahead. That was nuts.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Chef, only thing missing from you was the binoculars. That was it. That was a beautiful call, brother.
Why do you got many binoculars? I feel like the binoculars you use are the ones I get for the kid when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You had the binoculars and you turned them the other way to be funny, like the old Scrooge McDuck joint. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not mini binoculars. They're regular binoculars. They are wide field view binoculars.
You just make them feel small. Okay,
I have a giant head, in case you haven't seen that.
Hey, Bart, those are the binoculars from Mr. Potato Head.
Exactly.
So, check this out, man. I got a sweet deal to go to the game yesterday. So, me and my girl, we were cold. But, hey, man, we got to win. I was really excited about that. The Thanksgiving weekend, it was all right. My car got towed on Thanksgiving. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Oh.
Yeah, they served me a clip. They served me a lovely clip on Thanksgiving.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but what can you do, man? I got a Jets win. I got a Knicks win, man. I can't complain, man. But, hopefully they can put their best foot forward. And like Bart said, with each of those picks, Bougie needs to hit on them. So far, Bougie's done a great job, man. I love the new regime so far. Yeah, minus Wilkes. But so far, I'm in love with the new regime so far, man. So let's see what we do, man. And, let's have a positive week. Appreciate it, fellas.
All right, well, listen, let's not get nuts on love. You're in strong like at the moment.
He's in full bloom love.
Full bloom Dave Gettleman love. Is there a worse feeling than coming out and your car's gone and you can't find it?
Bro, you could have gave me a ticket, brother.
Have you had your car stolen before?
No.
Neither have I. I've been fortunate enough for that. I've had it vandalized when I lived in the city.
I don't go to those places.
Well, but I've had a car towed twice in one day.
Wow.
In Fort Lauderdale.
Man, give me the ticket, man. Don't take my car. Man.
There is nothing worse than that feeling where you are actually hoping that the car just got towed. Like, let me call the city and see if they got it. Because if not, we got a problem.
That's crazy.
Look, when I see the Jets at the moment and I see what they are trying to build, I understand it. Here's Aaron Glenn on building something. And this is, I will say, a little tiresome.
The grit that we've been talking about for some time and our guys being able to just gut this game out And I keep saying there's no quitting these guys. These guys understand exactly what we're trying to build. And listen, even though we have this long-range vision of what we're trying to get to, the now is what's important for our guys to continue to understand, man, how do you win games, especially in situations like this?
Look, I understand it's human nature that when you have a bad year and you have guys who are starting to make business decisions, that it can get away from you. We are giving credit for a baseline, though. We are giving credit for a baseline of energy and of trying with that. I don't think we have to get too nuts on. So that's why when I hear England talk about building the foundation, that's fine. We all understand that, okay? That's what every coach says all the time. You haven't put the bricks in yet. You're still digging the hole. So let's settle down on this. That's all. That's all.
No, I get it, but you remember, he sees it before we see it. He sees it in practice. He sees it in the mistakes that are made. He understands the why sometimes, and we don't understand the why. Like why somebody messed up, who actually messed up, whose fault was it. So the performance, I mean, I think the linebackers, and I think we talk about should Brees be here. I mean, I think the real question is, does Quinnen stay here? Because I think he's the heart and soul of this team, and I think he's the guy that keeps
Quincy, man.
Yeah, Quincy.
Yeah.
You know, and does he keep Sherwood intact? Because Sherwood, to me, he needs Quincy. He can't be the lone wolf. They just paid the prevailing voice, right? I get that.
So,
but everybody can't be a leader from the front,
right?
You know what I mean? I think Quincy is a guy that can lead from the front. I give him a nice 3-year deal. You know what I mean? To make sure everything is right. And I'm looking at you've been in college, so I'm saying, would you be upset if their first, we don't know these guys to be around, but like if Ruben Bain was number one, their first pick that they took off the board.
No, I wouldn't be upset at that at all. He's a tremendous player.
And then find a way to move up and get Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs is a really good player. I don't know if he's going to be a top 10 pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you have to move back up. You have to move back up.
There are a lot of people who think that Caleb Downs actually might go before Bain now at this point.
Right. So I mean, what I'm saying is, if you get those two,
Caleb Downs is a difference-making safety.
Right, and that's what we need. We need Cisco. See you later.
Yep.
You got hurt. The defense is playing better without you.
Yeah. No, Andre Cisco hasn't been.
Right. So see you later. You got to get an impact player. Right now, this is like, you still got the Buda Bakers of the world, the Derwin Jameses, even the Jesse Bates. But the real guys that's making impact is a guy like Kyle Hamilton. You need that type of impact.
Are they going to need? Let me ask this question: is it more important to get a safety in that spot, or do they actually have to get another corner?
I don't think so. I think they really like the kid from Florida State. He's super competitive. And did you see him come up and lay the wood? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think they identified that guy as their type of guy. So I think you can stay with that on the outside and get an impact player that can help everybody, that can come down and maybe check tight ends. I mean, do you think that Caleb Downs is a generational talent?
Yes.
So if he's a generational talent, I don't see in this top 25 list, I don't see a generational corner up here. So give me the guy that can help in the run, that can help spy, that can be able to handle some of these these offensive quarterbacks that can run, and give me somebody that can maybe potentially stop some of these high-end tight ends.
Can't put it this way. When the Jets took Jamal Adams when they did, we all understood those first couple of years that he was a really good player.
Yeah.
Caleb Downs is better than Jamal Adams was in college.
Well, there we go.
And he'll be much better in coverage.
And that's what I'm saying. So you think about where the Jets are. I think, a lot of the assets need to be handled defensively because of what they gave up. And then, I think in free agency, you can use some of that free agency. You throw money at that, right? The Jets don't have to really throw money at a lot of stuff on the offense. I know people want to say, hey, go out and get a receiver. But in college, man, receivers, so many good receivers, man. But that second-round draft pick, you can get you a great receiver with the second-round draft pick.
I'm getting a lot of this on social media, and I also got this a little bit in the chat. Again, you can join the chat on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Carlin, who is this who said this? Want to give credit here. Sir God, Black Man 8530.
Hold on, I'm sorry. My mic cut off. What was his name again?
You heard me. I don't even know what. Okay.
Sir Black a lot.
Carlin mad the Steelers lost and the Jets won. I'm actually not mad the Steelers lost.
Yo,
you know what I did for one of the first times yesterday with the team that I rooted for? I spite watched. I spite watched, and I'll explain in moments. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
Gotham City football is coming. Be at MetLife Stadium for Week 14 as the New York Jets face the Miami Dolphins for the team's first ever rivalries game on Sunday, December 7th at 1 p.m., presented by Avery Dennison. Fans in attendance will receive a rivalries rally towel while supplies last. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bath Fitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bath Fitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Too much on your plate? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from payroll to pumpkin pie, filing taxes to raising glasses, counting hours to counting blessings. There's no need to transfer payroll history when you switch before the end of the year, and you'll be thankful you did. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
I'll tell you, there are way too many. Anthony's just in here a second ago. Anthony Pusick, who produces Don Hannah Rosenberg. And he's all, I'm so fired up for the Giant game tonight. Like Dave just could not give a crap about the Giant game tonight. For Dave, on that level, like he's obviously going to watch, but there was no energy from him on that at all this morning. And I don't understand this. Like, I get it. You're 2-10.
They're live dog.
But your guy's coming back. First of all, yes, make some money. Number two, your guy is back tonight, And there's a lot to try to figure out here because everybody who is saying you already know that he's the answer, you need to continue to see him play. You can't say that you know that he's the answer until you know he can stay on the field and until the progress continues. Bart, I've always felt this way. We have seen plenty of guys who have come out, be a flash in the pan, and then all of a sudden their sophomore year in the NFL, they don't fall apart, but they regress. Yeah. Look at C.J. Stroud a few years ago. Do you look at the Texans right now? They're a really good defense.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of things going their way. I would argue that he might be their biggest concern.
Yeah, and I wonder, sometimes I look at Jordan Love the same way. It's like you waiting for them to take the next step to superstardom where you can depend on it and count on it.
Right.
And he took the step back, and, they won all three of their games with Davis Mills. And yesterday we were in a dogfight, and he'll make great plays, but he'll make bad plays too. So, I mean, Jackson Dart, it's hard to still even evaluate him because he don't have the weapons that he will have. The good thing is, like, you're evaluating these receivers with the Jets, but with him, like, you want to see what he can do with real talent. But if he can find a way to, and I think he's a live dog tonight, I think he is the answer. I don't think I have any issues with that. But like you said, can he stay on the field?
But the progress continues, and this is a better level of competition too.
Yeah.
Like, this is the team on the other side is a very well-coached team, like when we talk about that stuff.
That's what it is. They face harder opponents, in my opinion. I just think this is the opponent that's well-coached that you can expect and anticipate they won't have a letdown. And
they're not going to make a ton of mistakes. They're going to make it more difficult for you, play in and play out. And
I'm glad you said that. I just took me right to when they had 5 turnovers against the Steelers.
Right. They've had, and they actually lost that game, and they never should have lost that game.
But this is what's fascinating. Tonight's game, if we're transitioning to the Giants a little bit.
Absolutely.
What's fascinating about this game is what does the defense look like? Now, you talk about, the left side of the Patriots line was all rookies, right? They were already young. But now Will Campbell's out. So, once again.
Who's going to eat?
Right. Like, you want to say Brian Burns should eat, but no. Brian Burns is better. He likes to play on the right side.
Yeah.
So, if he's eating over there, can Carter step up and wreck the game? Right?
It'd be nice.
Because, you're going against the backup. And that backup wasn't good enough to beat out 2 rookies.
Can Thibodeau actually make a difference?
That's my point. So that's what I'm excited about. And can the new defensive coordinator, can he coordinate?
I want to know exactly what this is going to look like that's going to be a whole lot different than before. I'm hearing a lot of this.
I heard this. It's aggressive.
Exactly. I heard this with Jordan this morning. Here is Jordan on with Dave and Rick on what the Giants is going to look like under Charlie Bullen now.
I think you're going to see a more aggressive approach. I asked him the other day, his mentor basically is Vance Joseph, right? The Broncos defensive coordinator. His thing is pressure, aggressive, bring a lot of guys to the line of scrimmage, even if it's faking blitzes, but just the idea that pressure is coming from a lot of different ways. And that's kind of the opposite of what Shane Bowen was. And I asked Charlie Bullen the other day, are we going to see Vance Joseph influence? And his answer was, a little smile and, we'll see, which makes me think, we're going to see that style more.
Well, you need to be able to figure out where your guys are in the best position to succeed, and that's something I think Shane Bowen really was not very good at.
But you know what that means, though? When you talk about being aggressive, that typically means man-to-man.
Yeah.
You got a guy named Banks going against maybe Stephon Diggs, Booty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can somebody get made famous tonight?
But can we also remember that Drake May is still a second-year quarterback?
Yeah.
Like, when you have the defensive front that the Giants have,
you shouldn't have to blitz.
Without Will Campbell, this should be a rough night.
Yeah, but
they should make this very difficult on him.
But what I'm saying is you shouldn't have to blitz.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my point. You shouldn't have to blitz. It should look like, man, they playing with 12 guys because they getting to me and crazy when I put my back foot in the ground. But, man, ain't nobody open.
Yeah, I have guys in my face when they're rushing 4, but they're still dropping 7. And it does feel like there's a lot more guys in the field. Yeah. So, look, if it's all auditions right now. It's all auditions. Personally, I don't think Mike Kafka is going to get the job.
Okay.
All right? But right now,
well, tell me this.
Here's your opportunity.
Well, tell me this. After watching football yesterday, and you hear the crowd in Pittsburgh calling for Mike Tomlin's head, could it be time there?
Yes.
And if it's time there, one thing, Mike Tomlin is great. He's had good defenses. He's had okay offenses. Could you have an arranged marriage if Dart comes out and plays well, where you say, Mike Tomlin, come on in, we're going to give you more control. You can have the same type of stuff general manager-wise, too. You're kind of like the de facto general manager. Shane is just the general manager by maybe title. Mm-hmm. But we're going to give you all the power. We're going to give you money, and we'll phase Shane out. But we want Kafka because of his effect on Jackson Dart. We want him to be the coordinator.
You know what Mike Tomlin is? A pragmatist. He wants to win. The
right.
relationship thing is not everything. He will bring guys in.
Nobody wants to see Arthur Jones over here.
Arthur Smith.
Nobody wants to see Arthur
And Arthur
Smith.
Smith's not going to come here, I don't think.
Right.
But my point is, like, he's fired guys before who have been bad OCs. He's brought in guys who are jackasses. Todd Haley is a jackass. Bruce Arians was an unbelievable guy. He was an OC there. They've had plenty of opportunities. He brought Brian Flores there to be a defensive consultant and basically help run the entire defense. And how did that work out? I think that Tomlin would look at that. He would study what's going on with Kafka and what's going on with Dart the rest of this season.
Right.
And if you see good things, why am I screwing with that?
Right.
How many times do I see a coach or a player who's a quarterback have to switch his coordinator again in his second year?
So that's my point.
Yes.
My point is,
might not just
like,
be auditioning for the head coach, but for the coordinator.
Exactly.
And if you're Kafka, how are you approaching all of this? What is my best path to being a head coach?
Having a hell of an offense and having a quarterback that plays well so you can be the quarterback whisperer so you can get a job just like Dayball got. That's how Dayball got his job.
Exactly. And so it's not just the audition for that. I absolutely believe that time is up on Tomlin in Pittsburgh, but it's not that Tomlin's a bad coach. He's a good coach. It's just time. And they went all in on that group this year, and it hasn't worked out. Oh, what do you know? The quarterback's a jackass. Stunning. How did that turn out? And he can't play anymore either.
Or is it the loser of the Bum Bowl? Could it be the loser of the Bum Bowl?
Which Bum Bowl? I need you to be more specific.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have the Bum Bowl between the Ravens and the Steelers. The loser loses their coach.
Loser should have to leave town the way those two teams are playing.
Could be John Harbaugh.
Either one, I'd be great with. I think any Giant fan would be thrilled to have either one. But point being, Kafka's got a great opportunity here.
Yeah.
And like the first couple of games with Jameis, fine, whatever. That's not what it was about. Now I get to find out where that relationship is and how much of a positive impact he's having on this guy. Versus, like, how much credit does Kafka really get versus what Dable was trying to claim?
Correct.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Are you, as a Giant fan, pumped up tonight? And I know I'm saying pumped up on a 2-10 team and how ridiculous that could be. But let's think about what the implications are moving forward. And let's think about where all of this is headed. Do you have a real concerted interest in how they play? Because I think these are big games for them down the stretch of the season. I really do. Yeah. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is the Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
These are important games for the Giants and for the Jets down the stretch. You can say whatever you want about where they are and about losing is just more important at this point. It's really not. It's really not. When you're trying to figure out what your future is and you're watching the Giants tonight against a team that is well coached, that is very competent, and that you have a defensive front that could do some damage against what they have out there tonight, I'm sorry. You should be fired up to watch some of this. And I know that's crazy for me to say fired up because you're 2-10. Listen, true disclosure, I bet the Giants under this year.
Oh, was it 4?
No, it's 5.5.
Oh, they ain't going to get that.
Do I want them to win? Maybe not. But you understand what I'm saying. The point is that this is more about what Kafka and Dart are together. Everybody wants to say that they know that Dart is the future and that's it. Like, just freaking calm down. Just continue to enjoy watching it and hope that it continues to develop that way. Because you see too many times guys take steps back. And the best way to take a step back is to put them in a whole new system with a new quarterback or with a new coordinator. And here's what I worry about with the new coordinator thing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still going to continue to accentuate what this guy does well, or am I going to jam a system down his throat? Because as much as people will talk about it, as arrogant as some players could be, coaches are more so, man.
Yeah.
Coaches are more so. I really want to hear from the fans at 800-919-3776. Let's hit Gilbert in Brooklyn next on ESPN New York. Gilbert, what's going on?
What's up, guys? What's up, my Yo, Carlin, man, you're killing me, man.
Why's that?
What's up? Yo, boy, you see what he's doing, man? He in the beginning of the year, he was killing me, telling me how bad my team was and that they look like trash. And now he's encouraging me to watch the last couple of games. Sit the kid down. I tell you right now, use those whatever draft picks to get him at least one or two receivers. Okay, you need a good running game. You got no running back, and you need some offensive linemen.
Let me tell you something.
Oh man, me and you can evaluate this.
You talking about for the Giants?
Yeah.
Man, you might have a greater chance in winning if you play Jameis. So you might want to put the young guy out there, let him get some experience, and learn how to protect himself.
Why would I sit him down right now? If he
he needs as much experience as he can get.
And he cleared it last week, by the way. This is not a game time thing. He cleared it last week.
I think they did what we said they should.
Yeah, but he's got 4 concussions.
No, he does not have 4 concussions. That's not accurate.
How many times
he's been checked. He's been checked for concussions 4 times. We know that he has had 1.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did his chart get mixed up with Troy Aikman's?
I don't know. I mean, every time he went into the 10, even Dabo followed him, that he got fined.
You're going to 10 for anything, though. Everything.
It's the point that we are trying to make is that he needs to get smarter about this, too. And the whole designed run stuff, save it. Please. Rest of the year, I don't need to see it. I know he can run. Let him run when it's a play that's breaking down and he has a little bit more control about where and when he's going to get hit.
Yeah, tell him to get on the ground. Let's see if he learns that way, because I don't know if you take that element out of the game. It's such a part of, like, offenses this time of year and what they do. I know you want it to be more scrambling, but let's see if he's learned his lesson and realize how important he is to the team.
I know that, guys, you never want to take away the edge from a guy, but there's part of the development is learning to be smart and learning to be aggressive when it's the right time and smart when it's the right time. Frank in Newark is up next on ESPN New York. Frank, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. I was going to say, look, this game is important. For one, we don't have a head coach. For two, we got to determine if the team itself has pieces that the new head coach can work with, namely the quarterback and namely the talent around the defense. So remember a couple of weeks ago, Carlin, we talked about being out in the desert and desperate to drink some water for a quarterback. 2 years ago, I mentioned again, Tommy DeVito. We were so desperate we were ready to hail the keys to the city to him. So there's still a lot of things that need to be determined. We got to determine forward if Jackson Dart still has it to be called the franchise quarterback. So we got to pump the brakes and enjoy the next couple games. And these are games against teams that are vying for a playoff spot.
Look, they're games that are against teams that are extremely motivated right now.
Yeah.
And this is all a fact-finding mission the rest of this season. This is all about evaluation and about what or how someone handles some adversity. And I think you can find out a lot about Dart the rest of this season. I really do. And if you feel like you have all the answers already, that's mistake number 1. Because there have been plenty of times that's been the case, and it just hasn't been true.
And you guys just mentioned it with C.J. Stroud. I mean, we're hoping that, the Texans are hoping that he can find his swagger once again. And, he's kind of regressed a little bit this year. I mean, provided the time not playing hasn't helped much. But again, you gotta see if your quarterback, a franchise quarterback, can see past that and still deliver some good games and still make a comeback or what have you.
Look, for me, I'm excited to watch him. I'm excited to continue to watch him develop. And
I've seen enough.
I'll be honest. You've seen enough to know he's got talent.
Right.
But have you seen enough to know?
And it's up to you to develop that talent and make sure that talent continues to grow. So if he has talent, I don't worry about no sophomore slump or anything like that. I want him to get better every year. So I can proceed. I can proceed with the notion and the belief that he's ready to go.
Okay, but I'll give you a guy, okay? How about RG3? We can talk about the injuries.
That was an injury, though.
It wasn't all injury. It was injuries. That was a factor. But RG3 went from year one, where he threw 20 touchdowns and 5 picks, to year two, where he played in 13 games of the 16. 13 of the 16, and threw 16 touchdowns and 12 picks. And his completion percentage went way down. Was that all injury? I don't think that was all injury.
It was partly he was playing a college offense, and when they tried to change and make him be a regular quarterback, he couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Like, so all that RPO, he was just RPOing and taking off. He was using his athleticism and his speed, and when that was taken away from him, then he just became a normal guy that couldn't really sit in the pocket and go through the progressions. So I look at Jackson Dart. They didn't have Jackson Dart playing per se college, and then the league is more of a college type of RPO type of game. So RG3 was just a little bit ahead of his time, and they couldn't put a system together for him. Like Cam ran in his Auburn offense early in his career, and then they evolved it and adjusted it. I think Jackson Dart has already played in a pro style offense. I mean, just look at Lane Kiffin. He's the golden child. Did you see his suit jacket? It looks so old. Like, Joe, bro, you make money. Is that like somebody make that for you, bro?
I'll tell you, it takes a special level of cojones to drag it out for as long as you can over a 24 to 48 hour period, and then say in your statement on the way out, I'm leaving. Boy, how about the athletic director not letting me coach this out? What a jerk that guy is.
Like,
blame
what?
him as I'm hopping on the plane. Oh, my God. And not only that, like, don't think for a second that this was all about Lane. Oh, my God, I have to be allowed to coach this team out and all that. Dude is stalling. Yes. He is stalling to make sure about who he can bring with him, not maybe players down the line, but certainly his entire staff, who had got to a point yesterday where it was, get on the plane, you're coming with me, or if you're not on the plane, you're screwed.
Yeah, how are you going to try and sabotage the coaches that's there, and one of the coaches get an opportunity to be a head coach of this team and put their own staff together? Like, bro, how dare you? If I'm them, I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm going to make sure, everybody going to stay here. I'm going to make sure y'all the highest paid coaches.
Did you see who went with him?
Yeah.
Charlie Jr. Charlie Weiss Jr. is his OC, went with him.
Sell out.
Yeah. Like, how'd you like to be Ole Miss and those kids, not even the kids, like coaches are bailing out like that.
So it was only one coach. Right. That's what I'm talking about. People talk about, NIL deal, these kids shouldn't be able to transfer daughters. Why? These are the people we look up to. They would leave us. Like, it's one thing to leave us if you don't have an opportunity to play in a championship, if you don't have an opportunity to get great athletes. They have an opportunity to win a national championship, and the guy was like, you know what? Yeah, I like Louisiana a little bit better. The weather's better. I don't want to live in Mississippi.
And then I have to see the guardian of all things college athletics, Rick Pitino, chime in on it and say, listen, it's not a knock on football, but what are we doing here? Rick Pitino, oh, my God.
The moral compass.
Oh, the moral compass of America. Let me tell you something. When Rick was at every one of his jobs, his head was always on a swivel for the next job.
I tell you what,
always.
Man, if I was at that airport, I wouldn't have allowed that plane to land.
Remember, Iona was the last job I'm ever going to have.
Yo,
it's my dream job at St. John's.
I would not have allowed that plane to land. He would have had to drive a Greyhound to the town over to get on the private. He would have leave it from a farm strip. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like, you actually have to pay to be able to land in some airports. Like, or to take off. Like, I would have tripled the charge or whatever it was. What is it going to take to take off? $4 million.
We ain't got it. It's you know what that reminded me of?
What's the price today?
It reminded me of Dave Chappelle when they announced that he made the $50 million.
Yeah.
And it was like he did the skit where he was in a barbershop. He's like, how much? $4,000. He's like, man, what the hell? Then he stood up and held the gun up. He's like, well, shave my balls then. That was one of the funniest episodes.
I'm probably going to get rid of that one. Ron in West Point.
I was quoting Dave Chappelle.
It doesn't mean you can say it.
That's in quotations.
Yes, I understand. It doesn't mean you can say it here. Here's Ron in West Point. Ron, what's going on?
That was Ron's favorite episode.
Hey, guys. How you going?
Oh, Ron, you sound down, brother. What's wrong? You need a hug?
Well, it's not that we're looking for wins or losses anymore with the Giants. We're just looking at the future, right?
Could be.
You know, for me, it's like we've got some things figured out. I think we've got a viable quarterback. I think we finally can put the offensive line behind us. Maybe, they could do a little better on the run, so maybe they can kind of think a little dynamically. I'm concerned about our pass coverage. It's been really bad. I'm not so concerned about our front seven. So there are things that I'm watching for this game. I mean, I want them to be competitive. I want to see Dart stay healthy. I just want them to get to 26. I mean, we've got, a lot of weapons. We've got what could be some dynamic play. And the coach thing, listen, if Kafka can show me mistake-free football and a level of competency, I mean, why would I, like you guys say, why do we want to blow things up in totality when that just does more damage than it does good, right?
Well, would you want Kafka or McCarthy?
I am not a fan of McCarthy. That's a retread. I mean, I like Kafka. He's been there. He's seen what's been going on. Like, I don't know what to expect from Kafka.
So what? Well,
it's a weird situation. I never understood the term interim when it came to coaching. Like, you're a coach. Like, isn't everybody interim?
Yeah, but can I ask you this? Would you take Sean Payton?
Please. See, Sean Payton is a Giant guy, right?
I'm just saying, would you forget Giant guy? Would you take him as a coach?
I guess. I mean,
I
yes.
guess.
I mean,
but you want to see Kafka?
Yeah, no, stop.
Okay. You know what point I was getting to.
Yeah, we're not talking about Sean Payton here. We're talking about whether or not you want to get somebody who's really fully established in the league as a good coach, maybe somebody who's won a Super Bowl, and maybe try to keep Kafka on staff.
And won 12 games a year.
That's McCarthy. Listen, I don't know if it's – and it's ironic that I'm saying this because I've been mistaken for Mike McCarthy many times physically, okay?
It's the blue eyes.
That's exactly what it is. I don't know that I would hire somebody who looks like me to be the head coach of a team. And like, when you look at me, do I radiate leadership? No. But you know what? Sometimes the fat man can get it done because when you look at the number of times that Mike McCarthy won 10-plus games in this league.
How many times have you won 10-plus games? 10-plus.
10-plus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. 11 times in 18 years, 10-plus wins. 11 times.
11 times. And won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that guy. Like, come on, man. Quit trying to worry about – like, when John Madden was hired, nobody was pumping their hands up and stuff like that. Oh, well, they hired a 32-year-old guy. Or look what they get. Look what they found. But nobody – and, John Madden was a certain type of looking guy. You know what I'm saying?
Not attractive?
He was a big guy with a big old
he wasn't,
pork chops. He had the big. I know he wasn't that big.
Pork chops, but you know what? For the 70s,
yeah,
John Madden,
everybody was
fit. He absolutely fit. Let's hit it. Let's do part 1, sideline to sideline.
It's gonna happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Packers 31, Lions 24.
All right, we are starting with the games from Thursday, of course. Now, a couple of things here on the Lions. Number one, Amon-Ra St. Brown hurt. Who are they going to be throwing the ball to here right now? Because they are
Jamison Williams and I don't know.
They're all kinds of banged up.
Can we cut Reynolds so they can get Reynolds? Did you even forget? I forgot Reynolds. Until this point, I forgot Reynolds was even on this team. Wow.
Well, point being that when I saw the Lions the other day lose that game and I saw the Packers look like they do, the Packers look like they have gotten back to normal after they had lost those couple in a row and had only scored 20 points. They've won 3 straight since. And the Lions are starting to concern me. I don't know that the Lions right now are going to be able to take advantage of this window that appears to be closing on them a bit.
Yeah, for me, what it is I first of all, Lions didn't play well. I mean, losing Ross St. Brown in the game, not being able to prepare, was bad, right? Goff doesn't seem like has control of the offense, as much as he had before. Maybe that's because LaPorta is there. But I'm not ready to jump on the side of Jordan Love because Jordan Love looked good against the Lions, but he hasn't looked good against most people. And he looks good. Sometimes you can go against opponents because you know exactly what they're going to do. And you saw how LaFleur was just drawing it up with these man beaters, and getting guys wide ass open, which was easy for Jordan Love to throw to. I don't know if Jordan Love has come back or if he just played an opponent that he knows really, really well and that he's beaten already early in the year. But when he goes against these other teams where he don't have the answers to the test, if he's going to play at the level that he needs to be successful. I'm highly concerned with them. I'm highly concerned with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that, they're a flawed team.
Where is this? It's not firing. All right.
Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28.
Listen.
How about those Chiefs?
Cowboys were
on life support.
But let's start with Dallas because we do have to give them credit. And I've destroyed the Cowboys at every turn I can. I can't stand the Cowboys, but Dak Prescott, I do like Dak Prescott, and he is playing at an MVP level. If you're going to be fair about it, he has done a fantastic job with that team, and call what you will.
Right behind Stafford.
It's amazing. I have to give them more credit for this. When you trade away a player like Parsons, there is such a chance for you to completely go in the tank and take so much juice out of it. But for Jerry to turn around and land Quinnen Williams, if you ever want to really question how great of a player Quinnen Williams is, to me, always listen and look at the other players around him. Because you can't ever quite tell how good those interior defensive linemen are, how good offensive linemen are, when you can't always quantify how good they are by statistics. And Quinnen Williams has given that team a big boost in terms of his presence and in terms of how good he is and everybody else being able to feed off of that.
Yeah, and we call it plus multipliers, right?
Yep.
And you see how, Clark is all of a sudden playing very, very well, taken to another level. You talk about how, Clowney is starting to ball out like, oh, he's the ageless runner. They call him Unc. Talk about Fowler over there. And now, Diggs has started practicing again. He was on injury. He started practicing, so he may come off IR. Bland is playing better. Overshaw has been a revelation. And Luke Wilson has been like the captain and the adult in the room that they needed. And Jerry said he's going to fix the defense. So now you say Overshaw, you say, and then the young kid, Azuze or something, instead of putting him on the bench.
Azua.
Yeah, Azua. Instead of putting him in a rotation, they went to a 3-4. Oh, we got 3-4. We got 3 good tackles that can't be blocked. Let's put him in the inside and say that, okay, now you got Overshaw and Luke and Wilson. You can't get to him because now you don't have no double teams. You got to go man to man because it's 5-on-5 now. It's not 5-on-4. So you can't double here and work up to the linebacker because now if you work up to the linebacker too quick, Quinnen or Kenny's going to make the tackle and get it penetration. So, bam, there we go. So Jerry fixed the offense. I think if this thing goes and Dallas wins gets to the playoffs, which I think they could run the table. I got them playing the Lions, and they playing inside of a dome. So the Lions don't know if they're going to have Ross St. Brown. So that's going to be a difficult game for the Lions. So I'm looking at if they do this, Jerry Jones has to be the executive of the year if they get to the playoffs.
Let me ask you this. Can you rule out? No, I shouldn't say rule out. Let me put it another way. How good of a chance do you give the Cowboys right now to win the division?
I got them running the table. I don't know if they play Philly again. They already played Philly twice. I got them running the table, so Philly's in free fall. We've seen this with Philly the year before, like where they just lost 4 out of 5. I don't recognize this team.
It is not out of the realm of possibility that Bart is right. Just to run it down for you, who Dallas has got left.
Detroit this week is leaking oil.
Then Minnesota at home.
Oh, and it's at home. That's the key. Home. Because Dak Prescott record at home against the NFC is like 8-2.
AFC, yeah.
No, NFC.
No, but you're talking about Minnesota, and then his record does he have a ridiculous record against the AFC also, or no? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
NFC at home. Think about Lamar.
Okay. Yes, I am thinking about Lamar. Thank you. Then, because the next week they have the Chargers at home.
Leaking oil.
Yep. At Washington.
Ass kicking.
At New York.
Ass kicking.
This is the point. Bart's not wrong when he's talking about the Cowboys all of a sudden going on a streak and winning out. And so if they win out right now, that puts them at 11-5-1.
And you know what's crazy? What'll get them in is the one. Who was the one against? Micah Parsons.
That's right. They tied the Packers. Wasn't that like 40-40 or something like that? Something absurd.
And Jerry's like, we didn't lose to Micah Parsons.
Bengals 32, Ravens 14.
I can't watch the Ravens play football anymore.
I can't, man.
Oh, my God. It's so bad.
It's like they could have won, but when they let Cincinnati hang around, when Likely fumbled, that messed up everything. Because if Likely scores there, then now they got to be one-dimensional. Joe Burrow, I'm not believing in Cincinnati either, but somebody has to win that division.
So that's all it boils down to is somebody has to.
But somebody has to win this week. That's the thing. Yeah. So somebody has to win, and they're going to be in first place again, solely in first place, when the Ravens and the Steelers play. They play each other twice, and they play the Ravens again the following week. So the Ravens have Pittsburgh, then they have Cincinnati again.
This is why, as much as we plant the seed and hope and wish it all falls apart in Cincinnati between the Bengals and Joe Burrow, Burrow's won 8 straight starts. He's not going anywhere. The Bengals are never going to let him go. They are going to hold that man hostage.
Yeah.
Come on. Like it's 1980, they will hold that guy like he's hostage.
They wouldn't even be able to sell tickets without him.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
So it's going to be important. It's going to be important, though, because they have to win all 5. And they're not going to win out.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, I know people are throwing – I heard Canty talk about it a little bit this morning. Like, let's not get nuts about that situation.
Yeah, they beat a team that should have lost to the Jets 2 weeks ago.
Bears 24, Eagles 15.
Bears down.
This was an ass-kicking in every way.
A physical ass-kicking for them. Team's supposed to be physical.
Bart, how do the Bears rush for nearly 300 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles?
That's crazy work.
That is insane.
That's almost as impressive as the record set in Heinz Field or whatever field that is now, PNC Field, with the Bills rushing on. Like, who had the better rushing day? Was it more debilitating to watch the Chicago Bears run right down the middle of Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, or was it more impressive for the Bills to set?
Just get to the point of your team stinks. I get that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's all that was. 281 yards. My guy Manungai. I'm sorry. Can you list all of the rookie running backs in the league that have rushed for 100 yards more than once this season? I'll wait. Yeah, no, there's one, and he wears number 25 in Chicago. Thank you. Also, Swift obviously ran for 125 as well.
Damn.
But they destroyed Jalen Carter.
And that stuff at the end was all a joke because the score don't indicate how bad the ass kicking it was.
No, that was a full-on ass kicking.
Huh.
And Jalen Hurts, I mean, we can.
Antonio Brown showed up.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown showed up.
10 for 132 and 2 touchdowns. So is he happier to go out and dominate like that?
Shane, like I told y'all.
And then lose the game.
Shane, like I told y'all. See, yeah, you got 1 year out of him, but y'all have been stuck with 5. I told y'all.
I do have trouble believing, though. I know that we all say that's a big boy win, and maybe we should believe in the Bears now. Can we just continue to point out how absurd the turnover numbers are with Chicago?
But they keep coming.
I know.
Took the ball from the tush push.
I know.
Now you want to push? I'm a push take.
Yes.
We call it the pull take.
I know. But it can't keep going at this level, can it? It can't.
Maybe it's just one of those years.
They are more random than they usually than other statistics in the league. Turnovers are. They are certainly more random, and it usually comes back to the mean at some point.
Just one of them days.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. We only got through the 4 games on Thursday and Friday.
That's how juicy they were.
We got so much more to get to with it. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Perhaps a frenzy of football is on the way. Please get involved at 800-919-3776. If you're not chiming in over in the chat on YouTube, we will get those comments in as well, as many as we can. And we've got some great sound coming as well in audio files. It's all there. I would say right now would be a good time for you to start lining up for the frenzy of football. The lines are open at 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. It is your comment on any team in the league at any point from the last few days. Let's go. Don't embarrass yourselves. Load up. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just 1 day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast, unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends, Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. My friends, do not forget about the ESPN New York holiday party because it is back. Both the Michael Kay Show and Don Hahn and Rosenberg are bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island on Friday, December 12th. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off at 1 p.m. on Friday, December the 12th at your mother's house. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. How about some audio files? Tom Bauer, hit it.
The audio file.
All right, Tom, let it fly.
Let's see if I can let it fly. So, Jackson Dart, he's returning tonight for the New York Giants. Couldn't be more excited to see my franchise quarterback returning to the field.
See, Tom's excited.
Of course I am.
Tom's not exciting at all. No offense. You're a very low-key guy. The times where I see you most excited are when other teams are losing. You like that you hate.
I do get excited.
He got so happy this morning when we talked about the Eagles. Like I just brought up the Eagles and his big smile.
Doesn't Tom remind you like he would be like an extra actor on like if they remade Pleasantville and you just put the milk carton, the little half milk hat on his head.
You would be working at the soda fountain.
Yes.
You'd have the little bow tie. Yeah, absolutely.
The little paper hat. Yeah, this time.
Yeah. But what they don't know is what's going on behind the scenes.
Exactly. There's a dead body under there.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm great now that we're doing this again.
Anyway, go ahead.
Sure, why not? Jackson Dart, he's returning tonight. Will you adjust your style of play? That's the big question. He answered.
The narrative's not necessarily accurate of 4 concussion checks. I was taken into the tent for 3 of those times for things that had nothing to do with my head. That's just kind of they have their own operation of kind of how they handle things. So I'm still getting used to this game. I'm getting used to the speed of this level. And in college, you can watch my tape. I very rarely slid. But this is a different beast. So for me, I got to be obviously a little bit more responsible. When I'm in the open field. But I felt like quite honestly, I was getting better at it each and every week.
Yeah, listen, easy on hasn't been 4 times. Okay, I can understand where we're trying to not let people think that you're getting hit in the head too much, but it's been 4 times. Let's preseason, it was concussion. Let's calm down. Let's calm down about that. But can he change his style? I think everybody's drilling it into his head so much that it would be hard-pressed not to. Unless he's just a thick-headed guy who's going to say, I'm going to do whatever I want, and I'll show you guys.
The longer you mess around, the more you're going to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So if he needed a memo to realize that this is the big boys, and this is the NFL, not the ACC or SEC, mess around, find out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody ain't gonna care about that fine. They want the glory. They want to be the guy that hey, remember that dude that put Jackson Carter on a stretcher? All right, It's always a bird flick out there.
Next.
You know, I was going to save this for the end, but because you mentioned the SEC, and this also happened to be Jackson Dart's former head coach, Lane Kiffin had himself a weekend. First, he was, I'm not going to be going to LSU. I want to stay at Ole Miss. And now, all of a sudden, he's taking the job. He already left. He got on the plane.
After prayer.
Oh, yeah, after prayer, a lot of reflection.
Jesus told him, tell those coaches if they ain't on the plane at 3 o'clock, they out.
Hello to my family.
I hope he does one of those things at his press conference. At any rate, Lane Kiffin, before he got to Baton Rouge yesterday, he spoke to Marty Smith. Poor guy had to stay in Oxford for that entire time, waiting for Lane Kiffin news to break. Marty Smith interviewed Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin talked about how the Ole Miss AD didn't let him coach the final game.
He asked me not to come to the meeting and said I couldn't come, but which I totally understand. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. We're trying to find a way, to make this work and coach the team and give the team the best chance to win. But I also, he's got a job to do, and like he said, he has to live here. Like he said, maybe all the national people understand why he should let me coach, but he has to live here, and it's a little different when you're the AD. So totally respect that, and Keith has been amazing to us over the 6 years.
No. It wasn't we were trying to find a way to make it work together. It was you were trying to find a way to stick around, to stall, to figure out, as you're staying here and coaching, how you can get some of your guys to go with you as opposed to just having to be a sit tight and we are going to, let me rephrase this. I'm not phrasing it correctly. Get on the plane and join me now, and that's how you have to make your decision. Or over the next couple of weeks, in addition to waiting to see where we're going to be playing in the college football playoff, I get a chance to really get my entire staff together and get all of that together without sprinting like now we're going to have to, and figure out who I want to take with me and who I don't, including the players.
Can I interject for a second? Because Marty did ask him about that ultimatum, and apparently that never happened.
There's a narrative, because I had to talk to the players about that someone pumped a narrative in them that there was an ultimatum to coaches or something like that they had to go. There was nothing. Every coach has their own decision to make, and I would never give them ultimatums like that. Those are all their own individual decisions.
You, my friend, are a hoe.
Stop.
Right? Ain't that what he was called?
Yeah.
So
the guy was quoting a rap song, and Lane got all bent out of shape about that.
He was like, meet me out here and said, I would have went back there. Please hit me. Come on, punk. Come on, hit me. Touch me and I sue.
George Washington Carver, whatever that guy's name was,
for Balboa.
Yeah.
Beat him up. He took my room. Chum, I would have smacked the hell out of him. Like, man, you made me look weak.
Lane going to LSU. Look, I think it'll work. What is amazing, and you continue to see in college, there is just a higher level of the haves and have-nots, and it'll work because he will have the money. He will have all the money that he needs.
But he has 3 years, and they'll be done with it.
No. I understand. I'm saying he has all the money that he'll need in NIL and all that stuff to work with for the next couple of years. And as long as this is so much more like the NFL now than it ever has been before.
No, I get it.
Because it's about talent evaluation, yes, but it's not just being wrong on a recruit. It's being wrong on a massive investment. If you're wrong and you just handed a guy $4 million a year,
So how many kids does he get to follow him? How many kids from that LSU team leaves?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how that's all going to play out here. Like, think about that for the next couple of weeks. Is Lane going to say, oh, yeah, you can stick around at Ole Miss and go play for the championship, or you can come here right now for the $3 million I have for you?
Are you trying? He can take kids before the bowl games?
Well, kids cannot officially enter the portal until January 2nd, but there are deals that are going on right now behind the scenes all over the country.
Man, if it's one kid that's going to leave when you got a chance to win a national championship, then what are we doing?
That's only the quarterfinal round.
I'm saying because as a kid, I come here for a chance to win a championship.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving to a team that's farther from winning a championship
Not anymore. You come here for that money. Honestly.
But shouldn't you be able to do both?
Let me ask you, that $3 million going to be there if you get hurt? Maybe not.
Man, but I got a chance
to win. Carry your ACL in a championship game?
I got a chance to win a championship, man.
I know. Well, that's up to each kid.
What is that saying to people that eventually want to hire you as a football player? I don't know if I can take a kid that's going to – because how can it be more perfect? You're 11-1 and a chance to win a championship, and you went for the money, and I'm supposed to trust you on an NFL team?
Look at what my head coach did.
Listen, your head coach is an adult, and you trying to live your dream. In football, you only got so long to be able to play a championship. I don't know. Would you trust a kid on – we always talk about kids that don't play in bowl games, like – and you get mad at teams like, I don't know if I want, what does that say about him? He didn't play in the Senior Bowl. He said he didn't want to play. Remember what we said about Shador and stuff like that? The fact that he didn't want to play in none of these bowl games or Senior Bowls and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what we said about him? What do you say if you bailed on your teammates with a chance to win a national championship and you say, no, I'm good, I'm going to get this money?
We'll see if it happens. I don't know. It's interesting because, again, it's
you imagine
January
crossing
2nd.
The lines playing
That's only
all
the quarterfinals. That's only
but still,
the quarters.
But playing all year, Tom, practicing all year, and you got a chance to do what you said you was going to do. Played 11 games with these guys. You're like, nah, man, I'm transferring. Man, you better hold that $3 million for me after these playoffs. If Lane wanted to be able to coach the team, and Lane wanted to be able to win championship with the team, knowing that he was leaving, why wouldn't he allow the players to try and win a championship and hold their NIL money? You know what I'm saying?
Look at who we're talking about. It's Lane Kiffin.
But he just tried to do it for himself.
Yes.
He just tried to coach the team in the playoffs. So now you ain't going to allow me to play in the playoffs. But you wanted to coach in the playoffs. But you won't allow me to win with my team. You want me to turn my back on everybody that I've known for the last 3 years.
It's a selfish business.
All I'm saying is it's interesting. You got one more?
If he'd have stayed in Ole Miss, he might have got kidnapped.
I got one more for you guys. By the way, the Lane Kiffin deal, it's been reported now 7 years, $91 million at LSU. If he wins a national title, there's an automatic escalator that will make him the highest paid coach
So
in the
that's
country.
13 a year.
13 a year, yeah.
Wow.
I hope he does. I hope he gets his ass kicked.
I think everybody feels the exact same way as you, Bart. Any rate, one more.
Carlin does. He just loves the money.
Well, Carlin might be upset about this because his quarterback last night, Mr. Aaron Rodgers, he was calling out some people.
When there's film sessions, everybody shows up. When I check to a route, you do the right route. John and I just weren't on the same page. I checked to his in-breaker, and he ran an out-breaker. John is a true professional, so I'm sure he's sick about that. But, I threw a ball I thought was going to get hit by the wind, and it was 4 yards over Roman. So that's throw. I got to make that throw.
Yeah,
let me tell
John's
you
a true professional, but, unnamed, he didn't show up at a film session.
Oh, that's what he said?
Well,
I thought he said in the film session he knows that he's supposed to go in. He's a true professional, so he knows that he should have ran en route.
Play it again.
When there's film sessions, everybody shows up. When I check to a route, you do the right route. John and I just weren't on the same page. I checked to his in-breaker, and he ran an out-breaker. John is a true professional, so I'm sure he's sick about that. But, I threw a ball I thought was going to get hit by the wind, and it was 4 yards over Roman. So that's throw. I got to make that throw.
Yeah, I think he was saying that not everybody was showing up to the film session. Meanwhile, all summer long, you were nowhere to be found. And here's what I keep coming back to.
My decision.
Yeah, I know. Here's what I keep coming back to. His biggest mistake was not ending his career sooner because he thought he's Tom Brady. He thought he'd be able to play as long as Tom Brady. There's one difference between him and Tom Brady. And I don't knock Aaron Rodgers for this, okay? Brady's a nut bar when it comes to this. Brady was so singularly focused on what he was doing that nothing else really mattered. That's not Aaron Rodgers. Your off seasons are truly your off seasons, and you go and you show up to the OTAs or whatever as you did with the Jets. But this off season, that was not anything you were doing. So stop, just stop. I'm hate watching them right now.
Yep.
I've never been here before. I'm hate watching my own team. Looking at the TV,
the team that's tied for first place, he's hate watching.
Yeah,
wow.
Stop with tied for first place.
Bad guy, man.
Again,
tied for first place.
That's like
in
saying
the AFC that's wide ass open. Who's dominant? I don't know.
That's like
is Denver dominant? They damn near went to overtime, and they could have went to double overtime, went for the tie. If the Commanders would have said, "I ain't trying to win it,"
Are you patting yourself on the back for being the thinnest guy in this room? Because that's what you're saying with the Steelers, basically. Oh, they're tied for first place. They're 6-6, and they suck.
What'd you always say? Just get in the tournament. We watched the 9-7 New York Giants win a championship as a wild card, right? Got hot, right, Tom? Who's the dominant team in the AFC? Is it the Patriots in there? I don't see one. Is it the Kansas City in there? So he don't even want his team to get in a tournament for the chance that they could get lucky. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, and a broken clock is twice a day.
I am like that fan that Randy Quaid played in Major League, sitting out there with a giant X over the logo. You're all bums! Bart and Carlin.
I don't know he went on the team.
ESPN New York.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Does yesterday's Jets win prove they're headed in the right direction?
The grit that we've been talking about for some time, and our guys being able to just gut this game out. And I keep saying there's no quitting these guys.
What will it take for Jackson Dart and the Giants to upset the Pats on Monday Night Football?
I'm ready. I've been waiting for it. Obviously, these primetime games are ones that you have circled on your calendar.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
Hockey fans and holiday shoppers, check out Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden. They'll be talking all things NHL.
It's hockey, man.
And they'll be joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 apparel and headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL shop. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop.
Tullamore Dew game time, my people. Game time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it is Tully time. Busy night tonight.
Is it busy?
It is. We got things going on. 7 o'clock, Devils hosting the Blue Jackets. A La Greca special at the Prudential Center. 7:30, Nets hosting the Hornets at the Barclays. And at 8:15, Giants are in Foxborough to play the Patriots on Monday Night Football on ESPN. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
We got an Eastern Conference showdown, too, man. Pistons versus the Hawks.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that on the list of games that I was interested in tonight. So, yeah, good for you. You'll be locked in on that. Yeah.
16-4 versus 13-8.
I know.
The Hawks are a sneaky team, though.
Yeah, sneaky. I'm concerned.
No, I'm saying with Porzingis.
No, I know. It's tricky.
How about those Giants?
Tricky spot.
How about those Giants?
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. All right, I got two things for you. Number one, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dispirit you and take away all your joy.
I can't cheer for no New York teams. I got to do something. All of them suck. I can't go to my my factory reset team.
I understand. That's fair.
I'm just trying to be happy.
I want you to be happy. I should not try to spoil your joy. I just don't particularly want to hear about it. That's all.
If the Rangers was doing good, you'll be talking stuff. That's your Texas Rangers, not that you're ever mistaken for.
No, you would not hear me jamming it down your throat. You absolutely would not. You know why? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Two things here. How about this? Steve Cohen and Hard Rock were awarded a downstate New York casino license.
Oh, they were awarded?
Yes.
I thought when did they make the decision? This had to just drop an hour
I think
ago.
it just came within the last hour or so. Mike Mazzio just reporting this. Mike from Sports Business Journal, MLB reporter from there.
I would love
So here's the deal here. $8 billion Metropolitan Park project right next to Citi Field, projected to open in June of 2030.
Is that not a conflict of interest, though, that he gets it and he already owns Citi Field?
I don't.
See, this is the thing. Like, we talk about the illegal gambling. Let's talk about the illegal. What do you call it? When you send people out to Washington, what do you call it?
When you send them out to Washington?
Yeah,
lobbying.
Yeah, lobbying. Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Let's talk about the illegal lobbying scandal. Let's do it.
I'm thinking Washington State. I mean, are you trying to get somebody to get you some weed? It's legal in Jersey now.
Let's do the 30 for 30 on that one. They won't do that, right? They ain't gonna mess up that $8 billion.
I wouldn't think so. And then here are the specs of Metropolitan Park. It's 50 acres of Citi Field parking lots. They will include a Hard Rock hotel and casino, a sports book, restaurants, bars, a 5,650-seat music venue, and a Taste of Queens food hall. It will also create 25 acres of public green space, 23,000 union jobs,
Gotta have that green space.
$1 billion in community health benefits and infrastructure improvements, including a revamped ADA-accessible 7-line train station.
So that was the payoff.
This is the whole reason that, in addition to being a fan and wanting the team to win, this was the primary reason he bought the team.
Getting his money back. Right. Yeah. And so you mean to tell me that wasn't predetermined? Come on, man. Come on.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Just so happened that the guy that owned the team that owned the grounds in the area that they want to get wins the bid. It was 3 people bidding, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. The richest one won, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And the one that owns the team already won, right?
That's correct.
What a coinky dink. Let's do the 30 for 30 for that one.
Now you're spoiling my joy.
Why you locking up Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups? Let's do that 30 for 30. Because it's a lot. Listen, it's a lot more. It's $8 billion is a lot more. I bet $1 billion that was to grease the skids.
Here's the other piece of news. Sauce Gardner. It was a calf strain that he suffered yesterday, considered week to week, with the hope that he's back during the regular season. So week to week,
Yo,
with the hope that he's back during regular season, that's not really week to week. That's a couple weeks.
Yo.
And that sounds to me like if it's 4 weeks on IR, they might put him on IR.
Yo, if they don't make to the playoffs after giving up 2 first-round draft picks, bro, and they don't make the playoffs, ooh, Danny Dimes might be available for the Jets next year.
D. Wood joins us next. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
The holidays are rolling in, and if men in your life are struggling with their holiday wish list, tell them to add Manscaped to make gift-giving easy, fun, and completely stress-free this year. From the beard hedger to the lawnmower trimmer, Manscaped's precision tools keep you looking sharp, feeling confident, and ready for every event and celebration all season long. These aren't just stocking stuffers, they're upgrades for your daily routine. And right now at Target, you can save 20% on the Lawnmower 4 and 3 kits, Handyman, and the Beard Hedger. Hurry up, supplies won't last long.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
That's right, noon on Monday. It's Bart and Carlin, a victory Monday for the Jets. What a nice little change of pace that is. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, as well as on the app. It is noon, which means what?
It's the power hour. Victory Mondays.
And it's also time for the Damien Woody Report, brought to you by Bet365. D. Wood joins us right now, as he does each and every Monday. We appreciate it, as always. And I think contractually we have to start with the Jets. But let me ask this question to begin. Do you take more out of what Aaron Glenn is talking about with building on a win like yesterday, that we're trying to establish a culture and all that kind of thing? Or was that just you had two bad teams playing and one team had to win the game?
No, I take the former. Like, before you can be a consistent winner, you have to learn how to win. And I thought it was a great game yesterday, to be honest with you. I thought it was an entertaining game. To be honest with you, yeah, the Atlanta Falcons are bad. There's no question about it. But I think just like I'm seeing changes within the team that where things are headed in the right direction. This is a team that's won 3 of the last 5 games after starting 0-7. The special teams have been outstanding. I mean, just as some of the best specialists in the National Football League. I think the defense.
Hey, D. Wood, hang on one sec. We're having some trouble with D. Wood's phone line, so let's see if we can just reestablish a connection there with him. I don't know what it was cutting out for, but obviously he is more on the side of that game is a little bit more meaningful, and that it was an entertaining game yesterday. But the fact that you can try to build what the culture is going to be, and you have to learn how to win in all those circumstances. Listen, I totally buy that, and I get where that's coming from. I just didn't come out of it yesterday thinking, oh, my God, that's a big step in the right direction. I thought it was a step, but not a big step.
But, I mean, most of the teams in NFL are bad. Who's the good teams? It's only you probably only say out of 30 teams, a third is good, and the rest are mediocre to bad, depending on health.
Yeah, I'd say there are a lot of mediocre to decent teams.
Right, it's no great teams this year. Name me the one great team we thought we had lost to the Panthers yesterday.
Yes, that's true.
So, I mean, even with Denver having a record they have, we don't think they're a great team.
All right, D. Wood back with us. Sorry about that, D. Wood. Let's finish up your thought on the Jets from yesterday.
Yeah, listen, I thought yesterday was kind of like this is how you build culture. This is how you try to build things. Build a winning organization, and this is a Jets team that's won 3 out of the last 5 games after starting 0-7. When I look at this team, I look at a few things from a positive perspective. Number one, the Jets have some of the best special teams in the National Football League. It seems like every week their special teams is affecting the outcome of these games. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, defensively. I mean, defensively, like when we talk about the 0-7 start, the defense was an absolute sieve. They were atrocious. But now I'm starting to see things happening on the defensive side of the ball that, you can point to and be like, hey, there are positive things happening on that side. Now, listen, we know Bijan Robinson had his way yesterday. He's going to have his way with a lot of teams because he's a special running back. But I think the pass defense has gotten a lot better for this Jets defense. The blitz packages, it seems like they're getting after teams. And then offensively, when you look at the Jets, Tyrod Taylor is absolutely having a more of an impact in the passing game to be able to evaluate some of these new players, A.D. Mitchell and the Mechie kids. So I think there's positive things happening.
It was going so well. it was.
There he is. I think you're back. You there?
I'm here.
There we go. We just lost you for 1 sec. Okay. Well, we got 99.9% of everything that you were saying there. All right. So, Bart, please, the floor is yours.
So, what direction do you think that the Jets should go as far as how do you finish this season out, and how do you develop this team going forward? Because is it smart for them to win games and get worse draft pick, or is it more important for the culture to be set?
Oh, now is absolutely 100% winning football games. It's about establishing a culture. Like, forget that, like the draft picks. People, like, I don't understand people who think, tanking is a good thing. It is not a good thing. The number one objective is winning and establishing a culture. The draft picks will take care of itself. And so if you're Aaron Glenn and you're the veterans in the locker room, you're trying to win and try to build on this year, and hopefully it bleeds on to next year and years to come.
Damien Woody with us as he joins us each and every Monday, ESPN NFL analyst. When you look at the Giants tonight and you get Jackson Dart back, are these big moments here down the stretch of the season for Mike Kafka and the Giants to kind of try to figure out exactly not just what they have? We all feel good about Dart, but how much he can continue to grow with whether or not Kafka's going to be part of that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, ultimately, I think when you're the organization, the Giants organization, what you're ultimately looking at is like, I want to see you got to win football games. That's ultimately what's going to decide if they're going to give you a real opportunity. Yes, Jackson Dart developing and turning into the player, that he is and continue to get better. But ultimately, if you want the job, you got to win games. And that's what's really been plaguing the Giants, whether it's Brian Daboll or Kafka, not being able to finish and win these football games.
Now, tell me this, because you have your former team playing tonight as well in the New England Patriots. When you see a scenario where Jackson Dart and the offense can look good enough where you may not want to keep Kafka as the head coach, but you don't want to have a regression in Jackson Dart his second year, so Kafka stays on as a coordinator. Because you were here when Mangini got fired and Schottenheimer was retained when he was a head coaching candidate to be the offensive coordinator of the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that scenario could play itself out. Ultimately, when the front office and ownership decide, when they're in the hiring process, if they bring in a guy, maybe, Kafka is a guy they might retain. But I don't think it's a situation where, we're so scared of the quarterback regressing that we need to retain this guy. I don't think a coach will think that way. I think a coach will think more so of, hey, you know what? I like the work that this guy has done. And, he could be, a guy, moving forward on our staff that can help us build this thing out. So, listen, I think the Giants got a good shot tonight. New England is going to be out a couple linemen, offensive linemen, rookie linemen on the left side of the offensive line. We know the Giants can get after the quarterback, and we know they have a quarterback that can make plays. So it should be a good game tonight.
All right, couple things around the league. D. Wood with us as he joins us every Monday on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Is it time for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers to part ways?
I said yes on Get Up, and I still revere Mike Tomlin. I still think Mike Tomlin is one of the best leaders that we have in the National Football League. But I kind of liken the situation to Andy Reid in Philadelphia, some time ago. Sometimes it's just time to move on. You're talking about a guy, Mike Tomlin, who's been with the Pittsburgh Steelers 19 years. They have not won a playoff game since 2016. We're talking about one of the blue chip franchises in the National Football League that has, I believe, 6 Lombardi trophies. And so sometimes it's just time to move on. And I think for Mike Tomlin, I think he'll be, if that were to happen, he'll still be one of the highly coveted coaches that we have in our game.
Now, when you look around the league, it looks like this thing is wide open. Like,
it is.
It's like Denver's up there, don't believe in them. You talk about, and we were one of these teams, right? The 2 runs that we had where we were a scary team, especially the first year because we only got in at 9-7, but we were figuring it out and growing underneath a new coach. What team that's not maybe likely or we don't see as one of the dominant teams that can make a deep run do you see as one of those teams that can come out of nowhere and with the way they play football is suited perfectly for this field but also for football that takes place in cold weather?
I think a team that nobody's going to play in the AFC is the Houston Texans. I think their defense is absolutely frightening. We've seen what, the problems they gave Buffalo on that. Or was there like a Thursday night game, like this? And we've seen what they did yesterday against the Indianapolis Colts. This defense is a championship defense. They got C.J. Stroud back yesterday after missing, I believe, 3 games. And so when you have a quarterback in C.J. Stroud, the caliber of quarterback that he is, and hopefully he continues to get better, combine that with that defense, Houston, if they find their way into the postseason, will be an absolute problem.
Are the Colts starting to come back to earth a little bit? Are they going to be limping home the rest of the way?
They might not make the play.
I do. I think it's a combination thing. Obviously, Daniel Jones dealing with that fibula injury is definitely an issue. Jonathan Taylor has started to slow down a little bit. Teams are really rallying and stacking the box against him, forcing Daniel Jones to beat them. And that Sauce injury yesterday, I think, is going to loom large against the Colts. And then the Colts schedule. They have an absolutely brutal schedule coming down the stretch. So when you look at all of that, we could find ourselves in a scenario where the Colts might not even make the playoffs.
If that happens, would that be the first sign that the Jets' luck is turning around?
That would be fantastic. I mean, listen, with each loss, that Colts first-round pick gets higher and higher. So I know what the rooting interests are with Jet fans right now.
Okay, last one for me. Was Friday the Bears' demolition of the Eagles more about the Bears or more about the Eagles?
I think it was more about the Bears.
Really?
I think anyone who's watched the Bears have one of the best offensive lines in football, maybe the best. I mean, they went in there and they ran for almost 300 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles. They absolutely bullied the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. And so, they have an identity. The Bears have an identity. They're a physical group. And I think, for me, I was waiting to see, okay, let's see how they play against Philadelphia. They answered a lot of questions in my mind.
You know the crazy thing, though, D. Wood? And I thought I was going to jump off of this, but I don't think I am. I still don't think the Bears make it to the playoffs.
Oh, come on.
I know that sounds crazy, right? But if we can make that same statement about the Bears, about the Colts, why we could, because I feel like this is an Eagles team that I recognize. This is the team that I recognize from the year before. This is a year that I recognize when they lost 4 out of their last 5 and was one and done in the playoffs. I don't know if the Bears just caught a team that is struggling with who they are, and I think that Sirianni has to maybe change the offensive play call and step in and step up. But when I look at the Bears, I didn't have them beating the Eagles, but I damn sure don't have them beating Green Bay twice, and I think they lose to San Francisco in San Francisco, and I think potentially the Lions will be fighting for their life. And Rod St. Brown to be back, and they could lose, I think, 4 games. And if they lose 4 games, I don't know where that puts them, but I can see them losing to Green Bay twice. Indeed, Green Bay wins the division, and that makes them 10-7.
And I could also see them beating all those teams because of Ben Johnson and the way they're running the football right now, and the way Caleb Williams is taking care of the football. So, the Bears, they take the ball away on defense. They're number 1 in the league in taking the ball away, and they're one of the best rushing teams in the National Football League. So, listen, there's skeptics out there with the Bears, but I will say this: the Bears have an identity, and if you have an identity, you have a shot in this league.
All right, I lied. I got one last one. Are the Super Bowl contender Chiefs, not the playoff Chiefs, the Super Bowl contender Chiefs, dead? They're dead this year. Yeah.
They're dead this year. me personally, I don't think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs this year.
Oof.
I don't. I think Patrick Mahomes is still phenomenal, but I think the pieces around Patrick Mahomes, and I want to say particularly the defense. Remember, the defense in Kansas City is really what was holding the Chiefs down over the past, couple years or so. That's not the case this year. They're not making those game-changing plays, those big stops that we've been accustomed to seeing from that defense. I think they're on the outside looking in.
Bring back Tyreek, man. Bring back the cheetah. He more of a puma now, but it's all good.
D. Wood, we'll talk to you next Monday, man. We appreciate it.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Yep, that's Damien Woody. The Damien Woody Report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. We'll talk about the Chiefs in a little bit more in just a little bit. We have hit on them already in our first half of Sideline to Sideline. We'll have the second half of Sideline to Sideline coming up. But just real quick, because he talked about them not making the playoffs, they're 6-6. Houston this week at home. That's a hell of a Sunday night game. All of a sudden, Chiefs in Houston. That's pretty good.
So this may be a playoff eliminator.
The Chargers at home. Then they got 4. They're all AFC games. 3 division games. They have the Chargers at home. Then they go to Tennessee. Then they have Denver and at Las Vegas. So that, in theory, they, of course, are going to win Tennessee and the Raiders. They have 3 other games. They would have to beat the Chargers just to get to 9-8. Just to go 3-2 down the stretch. If they go 3-2 down the stretch, they only get to 9-8. I mean,
you almost want them because it forces them to have to do something drastic and not run it back.
Well, what drastic could they possibly do? I mean, Travis Kelce's...
Move on for Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Move on from Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you try and trade him in the offseason right before trade him right before the trade deadline. I mean, right before the draft.
Now, this is not Patrick Mahomes is done as a quarterback, of course.
No.
This is the first iteration in the Patrick Mahomes career.
Yeah.
That window is shut.
This is the, okay, let's get rid of Corey Dillon. Let's get rid of David Patton. Let's get rid of Brian Branch. Let's get rid of Rodney Harrison.
Yep.
It's time to go get some young blood. Let's go get us a Grunk. Let's go get us a Aaron Hernandez. Let's go get us Algie Crumpler. Let's we got to reboot this.
I'll tell you.
I just don't know if Andy Reid would be around for Patrick Mahomes' entire career.
I don't know if he will either.
At
Andy Reid's 70 yet? I don't think he's 70
I think he's late
yet.
60s.
I think he's late 60s. I feel like he's probably
or mid
60s.
I feel like he's like 67 because he's friends with John Madden. See?
All right.
I give him 3 more years. He out.
Now, listen, I wonder if Jet fans have ever felt this way, but I felt this way yesterday. I was spite watching the Pittsburgh game against Buffalo because every time something went the Bills' way or something went wrong, I was pointing and yelling at the TV. Yeah, see? I told you. This is crap. This is complete garbage that you're running out there.
You'd rather be right.
And no. It's not that I'd rather be right. I may have been yelling I was right at the TV, but it's not that I'd rather be right. I would rather them be winning. But now when I'm spite watching and I already know going in what's going to happen, like the Bills didn't have their tackles last night, and I was still not remotely concerned. They have spent all that money on their defense for Pittsburgh, and they went and traded for DK Metcalf and paid him that amount of money, and then they brought in Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback. And what do you know? As I said to you back in week 2 and week 3, we'll see how he looks later in the year.
Yeah.
And right now,
well, there he is. What do he look like?
He doesn't look good. He
looked like John Wick after they've been chasing him for 2 days and they cut his finger off.
Yeah, and he had his nose broken, and he's got the broken
it's broken.
bones. Well, I think it's broken, but he's saying he hopes it isn't. He had 2 cuts across the nose, but that thing blew up enough where you would think it probably could be broken. And then he's got the wrist problems. But that aside, he's not throwing the ball well at all. And then he's throwing everybody else under the bus. What else is new? I mean, this is Rodgers after the game.
I'm the only winner on the team. The rest of them are losers, either by choice or by birth.
Tell me that's not him.
That's exactly what he said.
Tell me that's not him.
I threw it out and he went in.
This was him calling out the receivers.
When there's film sessions, everybody shows up. When I check to a route, you do the right route.
Oh.
John and I just were on the same page. I checked to his in breaker and he ran out breaker. John is a true professional, so I'm sure he's sick about that. But, I threw a ball I thought was going to get hit by the wind, and it was 4 yards over Roman. So that's throw. I got to make that throw.
So he said when we have film session, everybody shows up. That's what he said. He says everybody shows up. And then he said, so when you don't make the right side adjustment, that's on you.
Well, whatever it is, it ain't my fault. He slides in a little thing that was his fault at the end.
But nothing bad happened.
But it's never first.
Yeah.
It's never first. But here's the reason why the Giant fan should want Mike Tomlin to be their coach. Every time a Giant or Jet fan over the last 15 years has complained about coaches defending players and all that stuff and just not telling the truth, Mike Tomlin's going to tell you the truth.
Not a lot needs to be said, man. That's an awful performance by us, but it's us. We didn't do a lot well tonight, obviously. We didn't possess the ball or maintain ball security on offense. We were highly penalized. We allowed those guys to run the ball. Didn't play 60 minutes of action. Didn't play complimentary football. We got to absorb that result. We're certainly not going to feel sorry for ourselves. That's this business we're in.
He's always going to tell you. A few weeks ago, with the Rodgers performance, when he was bad, and somebody said, how would you assess Rodgers' performance? And he said, how would you? Like Mike Tomlin in a new situation I thought it was a great point that D. Wood made there about Andy Reid. Like it feels like kind of Andy Reid at the end in Philadelphia and needed to go somewhere new. And what do you know? He is a culture builder. He found his quarterback. Obviously, that was the most important thing. But he's a winner. The guy is a winning coach, and sometimes it's just time in one place. And I think the Giants could get him for a 4th-round pick.
But tell me this. I mean, I think if things continue to go bad in Baltimore, don't listen. Remember a couple years ago.
Who would you rather have, Tomlin or John Harbaugh?
They're the same to me.
Yeah.
You're going to get the same type of press conference. It's pretty much they've been there around the same amount of time, and they both got
That's 1-2 in terms of seniority now in the league.
So it depends on your personal preference.
Listen, I don't think you could go wrong with either one.
And they're such giant-type coaches. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want. But Mike McCarthy. But if you can get those two, that's different. What I'm saying is I don't think the Giants should have a rookie coach. It shouldn't be a coach that's never coached in this league before. Been there, done that.
All right, let me ask you a question. How different do you think Mike McCarthy is in terms of his record than those two?
He's the same. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Everybody want to diss Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy has the same record as John Harbaugh, as Sean Payton, as Mike Tomlin. You just hate everybody hate the big loof.
Yes.
He's Stret. He comes off, he's the coach version of Stret.
So he's won a Super Bowl. His career record, 174, 112, and 2. That is
I'm going to write that down.
That is a 608 winning percentage. 174, 112,
112,
and 2.
66, 60%, roughly.
All right, 61.
Right, so Mike Tomlin probably got a slightly
Mike Tomlin, 189. 113.
113, one less loss, one more
and
loss.
2. One more tie.
And 2, we got a
625 winning percentage.
Ah.
So a little bit better. He's been to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them.
Okay.
And then John Harbaugh, who we know has won a Super Bowl.
Yep. I bet you he about 150. No, he like 160, 162.
178.
Damn.
110.
Oh, not a lot of losing.
618 winning percentage. They're all the same.
But
they're very close to being the same.
But yet you hate one. People, you say, but that's what I'm saying.
The McCarthy thing, people need to respect it a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying. People hate Mike McCarthy.
I'm telling you, it's because of how
and
he looks.
did that in Dallas, right? He looks like Stretch.
And if
they
you really,
they fat shaming. They fat shaming. They don't want to coach over 300 pounds. They used to be offensive linemen. They hate him because he's big.
Why don't they fat shame Andy Reid?
Because he's like cuddly fat. He's like a walrus.
No,
he looks like a walrus.
Here's what it boils down to.
Because he's loosey goosey.
Mike McCarthy and I could be mistaken for one another at an event.
Yeah.
If I grew out the beard a little bit more
and put the hat on, I think Mike McCarthy has good hair under there.
He's got more hair than I do.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more hair than I do. But we're not that far apart. I think there is a bias against people like us.
Yes. That's the same reason why you don't
present well.
That's why you don't see centers as being head coaches for outside of Kevin McHale. He's a forward. You don't see any big man in basketball being coaches. They hate on big people, man. They just want the fat man to be the funny man. They expect him to be the funny man, joking and all that stuff.
You know,
how many fat coaches are there? Dayball had the strength. He got dehydrated. He looked like fat bastard.
He's not one of us.
He like fat bastard. He like fat bastard.
He hit the needle.
I got that loose skin.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm on the needle as well, but
yeah, but he dehydrated himself all the way down. He looked like that bacon when you put it in the skillet. Then you get to the end of it. Like, what happened to the bacon?
Where's my guy Joe Douglas? There was a time for us. There was a time in this city for us.
They gave y'all a short. Y'all had a short run.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Ironic because that's the only amount of distance we could run.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Does yesterday's Jets win prove they're headed in the right direction?
The grit that we've been talking about for some time, and our guys being able to just gut this game out. And I keep saying there's no quitting these guys.
What will it take for Jackson Dart and the Giants to upset the Pats on Monday Night Football?
I'm ready. I've been waiting for it. Obviously, these primetime games are ones that you have circled on your calendar.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Listen up, football fans. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just one day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica. with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomins.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto, all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Could have used a bottle last night. That was rough. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York app, hockey fans and holiday shoppers. Join Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden, tomorrow. That's Tuesday, December 2nd, from 3 to 6:30 p.m. They'll be talking all things hockey and joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 apparel and headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL Shop NYC. Don't miss Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live tomorrow, Tuesday, December 2nd, from the NHL Shop in Manhattan. All right, Sideline to Sideline, Part 2. Hit it.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. 49ers 26, Browns 8.
Listen, there's not much to say about the Browns other than I heard this question this morning, and I think it's interesting. I think it was I was flipping back and forth between Rick and Dave and Unsportsmanlike. Is Myles Garrett the best player in the league, period, right now? Had another sack yesterday.
That's tough. I mean, he's approaching immortality, getting a record. And I hope if he's going to get it, he gets it before Michael Strahan can say he had an extra week. You know what I mean? So he could be, especially because he plays on a bad team where you get up on points and you don't have to throw the football. Doesn't matter if he was playing on a team where he actually had a lead.
Shador was not great yesterday. Not awful.
Wasn't horrible, though.
Not horrible. Not awful. Not great.
I didn't like Jerry Jeudy's trying to show him up, man.
No.
Especially after the week before, you were playing hopscotch and skipping, and the dude smacked the ball at your hand from behind.
Yeah, no, just keep playing. And Shador's going to keep playing. I believe he said after the game he's going to keep starting, as he should. There's no question that he should. The 49ers have won 6 road games this year. Think about that for a second. The 49ers have won 6 road games this season.
And we always talk about teams coming and playing on different time zones. Remember, when they come over here, they're playing at 9 o'clock, their body clock.
Yeah, Patriots have won 6 as well. But still, that is incredibly impressive. And no turnovers for them. Listen, the Browns' defense is only going to be able to do so much. That offense is just
putrid.
It's a complete mess and not at all watchable. Let's see. What's
Texans 20, Colts 16.
I'm not going to say I was surprised. I would say, though, that I would be surprised if the Colts just fell apart all of a sudden. But yet, it feels like that's more likely than it was before. Maybe I'm just kind of a prisoner to the moment. But they did not look good in that game yesterday.
Man, this could be the biggest collapse that we've seen in football in a long time.
And so just to go through it with you, the Colts' schedule the rest of the way is not going to be easy at all. And so just think about this. The right now, Jacksonville is tied with the Colts for first place in the AFC South, and Jacksonville has the tiebreaker at the moment. So the Colts left on their schedule at Jacksonville this week, obviously a big game. They get Jacksonville twice. At Seattle, San Francisco at home, Jacksonville the second time, and at Houston. That is a rough stretch. And the Colts have already, could the Colts actually end up losing 7 straight after they started the season 8-2?
That's the crazy part, because at one point they were 8-1, I think.
Finish 8-9? Wow. And in the middle of it, you traded away 2 first-round picks? That's a tough go.
Ugh.
Meanwhile, credit the Texans because that defense is excellent.
They're scrappy.
And the only thing that still concerns me a little bit is C.J. Stroud. I think he can play. I've been a fan.
He's fluky, though.
He is a little bit fluky. That's a good way to put it. So that would still have me a bit concerned.
Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17.
But listen, I'm a Buccaneers guy, but I can't even deny that even a game like yesterday has got to concern you. They snapped the losing streak, but they did not look good doing it, and they let the Cardinals come back in that game, and they gave the Cardinals every chance to win that game.
And they got Bucky Irvin and Godwin back. So, it looks like
Ibuka's dropping passes.
Yeah, it looks like he's – that rookie wall is a real thing, especially when you're so heavily relied on early on. That rookie year is the longest year of your life because you're coming off a year where you go straight from bowl games, winning a national championship, to pretty much just going straight to training. That piano might have jumped on his back.
Well, it snapped the 3-game losing streak, but it doesn't make me feel great about where the Bucs are headed. Irving did have 61 yards rushing. And I think he had a touchdown receiving as well. I know he had a touchdown rushing in the game, and that makes a difference. But you're right. There are some problems for that Bucs defense right now. All right, this one, I won't lie, I was surprised by.
Panthers 31, Rams 28.
I can't figure the Panthers out because, this is the same team that lost to the Saints a few weeks back. But that was a tremendous performance by the Panthers, and especially their defense yesterday. They come up with a couple of picks of Stafford, who has not been picked since like week 4.
Yeah, pick and a fumble picked up too. A lot of turnovers.
Yeah, the Rams had a bad day.
But what I'm saying is the Panthers answered every time they tried to pull away.
Yeah,
the Panthers answered with another big play, and you got to tip your cap. We were all making fun of C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young and all that stuff, but Bryce Young has proven himself to be a real quarterback.
Bryce Young, 15 of 20, 206, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty damn good. 15 of 20, that's pretty damn good. And here's the other thing. The Panthers this year, you think Dave Canales is doing a very good job under the radar.
Yeah, he is.
They are 5-1 after losses this season. I think that speaks to a good culture.
I mean, man, what are they? They're
7-6 now.
Okay.
They're 5-1 after losses, so they don't let things stretch out. That's the point.
But they're right there with Tampa to win that division.
Yeah. Tampa has let them back in that race.
Tampa's let them back in.
Up next,
Seahawks 26, Vikings 0.
You talk about an unwatchable offense yesterday. Yeah. Max Brosmer from Minnesota, University of Minnesota, playing for the Vikings yesterday. That was absolutely brutal. And he got paid, but boy, Justin Jefferson is getting hammered all over the place.
Could you imagine if they had a viable backup like Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold, if they would have actually paid those guys to stay? And then with all the time that McCarthy missed, you would have been dependent on those guys, and they would have got a lot of playing time, so they would affect your win and losing. No more disappointing team this year in the NFL, in my opinion, than the Minnesota Vikings. Going from 14-3?
Yeah.
To 4 wins, some minus 10, because I don't see them winning anymore either. They're not going to be favored in no games that they played in. And they you talk about spending money. What about all the money they spent on the upgrades at D-line and offensive line that they're getting nothing for because they don't have a good quarterback?
They let Daniil Hunter go.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing in Houston.
Well, but Van Ginkel and the other guy that they took from Houston is still balling, so I'm not mad at
Jonathan
that.
Grenard.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at their offense can't do anything, and it's based off one position, one player.
Well,
they had a Super Bowl caliber team. If you would have had Sam Darnold behind there, you would have had
kept
them.
Wentz. I mean, I get it.
Wentz. Come on, Wentz.
I know.
Wentz at this point has been to 5 teams now, retired at one point.
Is some bloom coming off of the Kevin O'Connell rose?
Yeah.
Can I speak today?
It's okay.
I mean, geez.
Okay,
Spit a sentence out, Chunky. Let's go.
Bills 26, Steelers 7.
Yeah, let's talk about speak. Go ahead and speak.
Yeah, I'll speak. Steelers are not good, and I've been telling you this for weeks, and nobody wants to believe me. They have not been good defensively. They spent the most money in the league on a defense that's done. Cam Hayward, shut up. Shut up. You're going after Josh Allen the whole time and saying, all the stuff that you are about him. They ran over you yesterday. Cam Hayward holding out for every last dollar he could before the season, and I get it. He's been a great player. It's over. It's over. Go home and tell your mom it's over.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers, if only you people would listen. That's all I have to say.
I mean, hold on. He still got you one game out of you tied for first place, right?
Bart, they suck, and you know they suck.
They do. But they make it to the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers can say my last year of the season, I left in the playoffs.
I've seen a crummy team make the playoffs and get bounced early because they're a crummy team. I've seen that several times over the last several years.
He can say, I left and I went to play for Mike Tomlin, and Mike Tomlin did what he always does. Lead his team to the playoffs and got sent home.
Chargers 31, Raiders 14.
I mean, is Pete Carroll going to get fired? Is Pete Carroll one and done? Is Tom Brady going to put up with that, especially when he was so emphatic?
I saw Florio make this point yesterday. Yeah. Brady, as a co-owner, if he's as involved as he is, he deserves a lot more heat on this than maybe he's getting.
No, they said Brady insisted that you sign Ben Johnson. He was emphatic about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they went another direction. And
but they probably couldn't get Ben Johnson either. I mean, you have to keep paying him, but they probably weren't going to get Ben Johnson.
You make him an offer he can't refuse.
I understand, but he turned down Washington the year before, too. Remember that.
And say, hey, you know what? I'll hook you up with Giselle's cousin.
And if you ever question what kind of a coach Jim Harbaugh is, now, as far as being full of crap, of course he's full of crap. Everything he did in college, he did.
What do you mean?
Everything he pulled at Michigan was 100% accurate.
His only job was to win a championship. He did that.
He did, and they almost had to hand it back. The Chargers are 4-1 in their last 5 games, and this is after they started 4-3. And Bart, they're doing this without their tackles.
They got and Mekhi Becton. Now they depend on Mekhi Becton. We know how that goes.
Exactly. Becton was great on a great offensive line.
Yeah, where he can just tee off on people.
Yeah, exactly.
Broncos 27, Commanders 26.
Commanders
could have tied it.
Yeah.
And they decided to go for the win, which when you're a team that sucks, you just go for the win. And Benito comes off and tips the ball when going for the 2-point conversion. But I wasn't impressed with
that was
Denver.
not a good performance for Denver.
Yeah, every game Denver's been in has been a tight game, and that's including the Jets. And you can't depend on that because that'll get you beat in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's all fun and dandy. All Bo Nix does is win. He's so equipped to win in these tight games until they're not tight games.
They feel like – is this a little strong? Do they feel like the Vikings last year or 2 years ago? They're 14-3.
Yeah, they do.
They're 10-2 now.
Number 1 seed, baby. Number 1 seed to send your ass. Listen, number 1 seed, number 2 seed could get bounced the first time they play in the playoffs. Patriots. Now I can see Buffalo going into their
Kansas City or not Kansas City, New England.
I can see them going to New England. I can see them going to Buffalo. I can see them going to Denver and sending their ass home early and done. See, this is that thing where you are confused and by the results and not what actually happened. That's why when A.J. Brown was telling you, hell no, man, this some BS.
He wasn't wrong, although he did go 10 for 132 and 2 touchdowns.
Wasn't his fault. He's the baller. It ain't his fault he's the only winner on the team.
Bart and Carlin. ESPN New York at 800-919-3776. Also, I have been bad at this today. I'll get a few more in here in a moment. Your comments over in the chat on YouTube as well, on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app, and also on YouTube.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments, with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Rich Eisen here, and we're brought to you by Sonos. The holidays are all about connection, and Sonos speakers make every moment sound amazing. Imagine your favorite playlist flowing from room to room, movie nights that feel like the theater, or the big game filling your living room with stadium-quality sound. Whether it's a gift for someone you love or a little to-me, from-me moment, Sonos is the perfect gift that brings high-quality sound to every room. Sonos' Black Friday sale is on now through December 1st, 2025 at Sonos.com. Discover how easy it is to bring every room to life with Sonos.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th. Brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
All right, let's go. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page where you can watch the show. Javier in Austin is up next on ESPN New York. Javi, what's up, baby?
What's up? Hey, so I called earlier this year. You guys were saying that you would rather take mediocre Mike as a head coach for the Jets than like another coach. And I was saying I was just tired of him.
Giants,
like
right?
We got Tebowed in the playoffs. We also lost to the Jaguars. We got trounced by the Browns.
No, he's talking about Tomlin, not McCarthy.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And what my take is, do you think if the Steelers would have taken Arians back then instead of keeping Tomlin, that they would have more rings right now than with Tomlin?
Yeah, he would have burnt out. Like, he had Tom Brady. I can't say that for sure.
No, this wasn't about that. Tomlin, you want to call him mediocre? You can't call him mediocre.
Because he's
not
with
Jeff Fisher.
500 Fisher.
Yeah, he's not
He's
7
actually
and 9.
going to the playoffs. Yeah, he's going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Here's what I know about Mike. You are always going to see him get the most out of what he has. You don't have 5 and 12 seasons. Now, would you rather have a guy that's going to definitively go win you a Super Bowl? Yeah, but in terms of building culture, all those kinds of things, he is always going to maximize what he has.
You know where he messed up at? Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
But yet he still goes to the playoffs. Like, his screw up, it didn't cost his team opportunities to get in the tournament. With Kenny Pickett, he just set him back. You don't recover from that type of stuff.
He thought he knew the guy because he was right there in Pittsburgh, and they literally are in the same complex.
Yep.
So that's absolutely where he made his mistake. No doubt. Alex in Amityville is up next on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Alex, what's up, baby?
Hey, guys. Good afternoon. Dumb question, or maybe it's not a dumb question. Yesterday, final drive, Jets pick up the first down. They have one timeout, 12 seconds. Why do they call the timeout? You have 4 new downs. Why can't you spike the ball?
It would have taken a little bit longer to spike the ball because that only would have gotten it down to, like, if you run up to the line, you're going to waste another couple seconds.
So what they were doing is they called those plays to throw the ball so that they want to kick the field goal at 4 seconds. So if they miss it, they can't in turn either go for a Hail Mary or try and get a quick out route.
They want it to be the last play of the game.
Yes, the last play that we win or we go into overtime.
Yeah.
It wound up costing them 5 yards, though.
Well, that's because they were stupid and had a false start. Listen, they're trying to hit a quick.
It's 10-second runoff, Lucky.
They're trying to have a quick out and pick up a few more yards, and didn't work out. But they end up kicking the field goal anyway. That did work out. Listen, the fact that he hit a 56-yarder in those conditions at his age, I give Nick Folk some credit. Like Aaron Glenn even said after the game, I played with Folk. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. That's crazy work. I played with Folk. Talk about.
He's in Pittsburgh with the Jets with you in the Pittsburgh years, right?
Yeah.
The year you went to the AFC Championship game there.
He kicked the game to send us to beat Peyton Manning.
That's right.
Yeah, he kicked the game winner. We was down by 1. We moved down, kicked the field goal, 16. Man, we had some ugly wins, man, in the playoffs. We beat Peyton Manning like 16-15 or something. It's like something crazy.
Couple of the comments from the chat. Jose in Brooklyn, I'm the only winner in this chat. The rest of you are losers by birth or by choice.
That's what I'm talking about. Talk your talk.
A lot of people want to know, is your face itchy? Because you've been scratching your face a lot the last hour.
Oh, no. What it is sometimes I'm getting laser hair.
One guy says, how about some cocoa butter? Another guy says, how about some moisturizer?
No, I'm getting laser hair removal.
Really?
Yeah. Me and electrolysis. I've been doing the laser hair removal. It don't work. The only thing that's the only one that's permanent is electrolysis.
So why are you getting it?
Because I get hyperpigmentation because I get ingrowns,
Oh.
but I don't have, because I can't grow a beard.
Right.
So it's like I just got patchy hair anyway, so why even have hair?
Okay.
So I'm getting from here to here and on my neck removed. So
Does that
like,
hurt?
No, it's like you getting electrocuted, but it don't hurt.
Getting electrocuted doesn't hurt.
It's a low voltage, but it's not pleasant. Sometimes people get numbing cream, but I don't need it. I got a high pain tolerance, so just get zapped. So I'm on my fourth treatment. So by the time we get to the springtime, I'll have no hair. Then I'll get all my skin color back the same color.
I think your skin looks fantastic.
Yeah, but it gets better once I don't get ingrown. Because, like, see right here, this color here, this is just from an ingrown, and then it makes a black mark, and then it stays for like 2 months.
Okay.
And then it just keep happening. You know
I can't really tell.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're being a bit vain
That's
there.
because I'm so
but
black you can't see it. But if you look at it really close with a light, you'll see.
I kind of want to do the show from you electrolysis from an appointment.
I can do it too
while you're going through it.
They got some of the best chocolates. If they would do it for free, I would tell you guys where it was.
It's Bart and Carlin. Michael K is up next. He has got you covered. Am I correct? Did I just see that one Bernie Williams will be joining him on the show today?
Oh, is he going to play something?
I don't know.
They should do a duet.
Let's hope he leaves a guitar home. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to